What's up, everyone? Hey, welcome to the WWE RAW WATCHALONG. I'm Denise Salcedo. It's December 20. No, wait, what day is it? December 16th. I am having a bad hair day, so please try to ignore what you're seeing on the screen. Anyways, we're here to watch Raw today. I'm so glad that the Raw watch-along is back. Of course, I couldn't do it last week because last Monday I was in Dallas, but this time I'm home and I'm good to go and I'm ready to watch Raw. I think tonight's going to be a good show just based off of the little preview that I saw. We're going to be having Bron Breakker versus Ludwig Kaiser for the Intercontinental Championship. Both CM Punk and Seth Rollins are scheduled to appear. So that's just kind of a little bit of what's been announced for the show. There's still been way more stuff. Kofi Kingston's going to be in his hometown. That's another thing they're promoting. So overall, I think it should be a good show. And also, we only have 3 more Raws left until the premiere of Raw on Netflix, was just happening January 6th. So a lot to get into for sure. All right. And just so you guys know, once the actual episode of Raw begins, then I'll be playing the audio for everybody. I also have games for the commercials. So it'll be a fun little next 2 hours. And then after the watch along, I will be joined by SANTI Zap. Crap, that reminds me, I haven't sent him the link. Shit. All right, let me do that right now. After the watch along, I will be joined by SANTI, and he'll be doing the Raw post show with me. We're going to be doing a not so long Raw post show today because SANTI is in Colombia with his family, and I believe he said that today, or I forgot which day, is like his last day there, so he wants to spend some time with his family. So today is going to be a little bit of a shorter Raw post show, so just a heads up to you guys. I want to make sure that, he's not here for a very long time since he wants to, obviously spend some time with his family. So we got a lot of stuff happening. We still got a minute for Raw. So I'm going to go ahead and start giving people some shout outs in the meantime. We got Jeff in the building. What's up, Jeff? We also have Matt Raquel, Dill the Pickle, Raphael Smith, Spend Big. Robert Alexander wants to know if I made the Jiffy Pop on Saturday. No, I actually ended up, what did I eat that day? I think that was the day I ended up eating nachos. Or was that the day after? Oh my gosh, I forgot what I ate that day. Damn it, but I didn't make the Jiffy Pop because, you know what? No, that is the day I went to go make nachos. I didn't make the Jiffy Pop because I didn't have time to go to Walmart. I did go to Vallarta, which is a different grocery store, and they didn't have Jiffy Pop. I did look just because I figured, like, what if? But instead, I ended up getting some really good tortilla chips and a very spicy guacamole. So that's what I ended up doing. All right, guys, it's 5 o'clock. Waiting for Raw to start, though. The show that's on right now is still Law and Order SVU. Special Victims Unit is still on, so I'm waiting for that to end. Wait, what's up? We got Stuart Brigman in the house who says, "Hey Denise, loved your interview with Mina." Guys, my interview with Mina, my first ever interview with Mina, my 111th interview of the year, is officially up right now on my YouTube channel. And Raw is finally about to start. But the Mina interview, it's already got like 200 comments. I've been reading everybody's comments, responding to everybody's comments. Let me put the volume up because Raw just started. Let me know audio. We do our weekly audio check here. So if you can hear me and Monday Night Raw at a nice balanced level, please let me know if you want it lower or higher. That always just helps get things going. But anyways, guys, please check out the interview with Mina. She is the sweetest. I'll talk more about how that came about and some maybe behind the scenes stuff afterwards. But Taylor, Chris Holsinger, we got Sean in the building, Mike Rouse, Scout Your Boy, Joseph Boza, Raphael Smith. We got Ray Beck, Jim Moscow, Keon Davis, Leo Boroy, Christopher Leclerc. We got Bailey Darley, Mitaru, Didi, Double F. Mr. Women's Wrestling Fan is here, Christopher Leclerc. We also got Wayne, Daniel, Eggsy, Keon Davis, Ebony Prince, and everyone's saying the audio's good. Woo! Okay, good. It's great. Ebony's here. Who haven't I shouted out? Larice Johnson, Joe Compton, Dan Lutzka, and okay, I think I'm caught up for now. Ricky Zaldivar. All right, I'll give people shout outs at some point throughout the next 2 hours as we're here hanging out. Man, Bron Breakker looks good in the sweats, by the way, like that color. Ludwig Kaiser always looks rich. I don't know how to explain it, guys, but doesn't he always look rich? Like, dude looks like I mean, we know he's got money, but like, dude looks extra rich. He just knows how to dress in that fashion. Like, if I saw Ludwig Kaiser in like real life, and I wasn't a wrestling fan, I wouldn't think that Ludwig Kaiser was a wrestler. I would think that Ludwig Kaiser was some international businessman on the top Forbes list. That is what I would think Ludwig Kaiser was. I would never think in a million years that he was a wrestler. But here we go, guys. We are kicking things off with CM Punk, and he is supposed to be addressing some of the comments that Seth Rollins made last week. That's so cute. Someone has a yeet my first Raw sign. Braden Matthews, he's like, great, more promos about Punk. CM Punk always cuts good promos, so he'll be fun. I know it kind of feels weird because when it comes to Seth and CM Punk, it almost feels like we've gotten everything that we can possibly get from the promos, because we took so they don't like each other. That's it. They don't like each other. And they've already said that. Seth Rollins already said why he doesn't like CM Punk. CM Punk's like, I don't care. So it kind of ends the conversation right then and there. But WWE recognizes that, you know, people love CM Punk promos. So we're going to get some CM Punk promos. Braden Matthews says, I want him to wrestle. Fun Big says, first time I yeeted was 17. Aw. We got John Taylor in the building. He says, look in my eyes when you see CM Punk is on my TV. Don says, how long before Seth interrupts him? I don't know, because I do prefer to hear CM Punk's promos over Seth's promos. So we'll see. LRG says, your sweater looks comfy. Thank you. I got it for like $10 at the mall. And I saw it and I thought, yes, this is great. And I should have bought more colors, honestly, because I wear this sweater all the freaking time. All the time. Ken Big's wearing his ugly Christmas sweater at Sunday at Hammerstein. Hey, you should now. 'Tis the season to wear your ugly Christmas sweater. All right, let's see what Punk says.
Some people might get mad when you chant my name.
Seth Rollins. Drew McIntyre used to also get mad about that.
Attention to people that don't matter, but somebody that might get mad is the brave guy in the New York jersey over here. Hey, it takes a lot of balls to show up in Boston wearing a New York anything.
That's true.
Getting ahead of myself. Is it great to be alive on a Monday night in Boston or what?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's a great day to be alive anywhere.
I gotta be honest with you, Boston. I'm feeling a little low.
Me and CM Punk have the same jeans.
Mood. It's because 2 weeks ago, in this ring, face to face, I told Seth Rollins, after he told me that he spends a lot of time thinking about me, I told him that I don't think about him at all. And over the course of the last 2 weeks, while every waking hour wasn't spent thinking about Seth Rollins, my mind wanders back to him from time to time. And it's put me in a bad mood. I'm mad because Seth is right. Whatever this thing is between me and him, as much as I wanted to sidestep it, put it in the past, maybe completely avoid it, it's only a matter of time before we lock up here in this ring.
Wonder what he's going to say is the reason that Seth Rollins is right.
I'm also upset because something that I very much enjoy doing, which is coming to this ring, holding a microphone in my hand and talking to my people, I feel is always going to be overshadowed by the fact that every time I do it, I know at some point that stupid music is gonna hit.
See, earlier someone was asking when Don was asking when Seth was gonna come in and interrupt Punk.
And he's going to come tiptoeing out here in clogs like the Purple Pie Man from Porcupine Peak. Dressed like Liberace. And no, for all the sensitive people,
he actually does a good...
Liberace is not an insult. I happen to think Liberace is cool as hell.
He does a good little Seth Rollins laugh impression.
Seth, if you want to interrupt me before I make it, is that just because you wear Elton John sunglasses, it does not make you Elton John.
I like how CM Punk is making sure he doesn't insult anybody on those terms. Why are you commenting on how Seth dresses?
Does not make you CM Punk.
John Taylor says, I love how aware CM Punk is of how it works.
Out here and with a straight face, he told the world that I ghosted him.
No, here we go.
It's true. But I'm not here to litigate the past. All right, I'm looking forward to the future. And little brother Seth, I would love to say that that's not you, but it seems like me and you are on a bit of a collision course. But he wants to paint this picture that I'm bad. I'll go ahead, say I'm the bad guy. Boston, show of hands. You ever been a bad guy in your life?
Raise up your hand in the chat if you've ever been the bad guy.
Boys, Beantown, let's go.
Wait, did something just fly in my face?
I'm the bad guy in this situation, 100%, and that's because.
But yes, bad guy over here.
As a bad student, just bad teachers, okay? Seth Rollins is CM Punk's failure.
Oh, savage.
16-year-old kid who came to CM Punk and said, please train me.
Everyone's raising their hands
I'm
up.
Absolutely ready to do it all over again. I'm ready to try again. So Seth, if you want to interrupt me, I am willing to give you the wrestling lesson that you asked for years ago for free.
Ooh, what's it going to be? What's the lesson? Don't trust anybody. I don't know what the lesson is. Always bring your gear.
Hold on.
Wrestling 101.
Ladies and gentlemen. Seth Rollins, you want to give me shoes to fill? I will gladly fill them. The bad news for you is the last guy who did that was Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. Oh, you know, Drew McIntyre's ears are ringing right now.
Are you tougher than Drew McIntyre?
Second person that makes that comparison.
You might think you are.
Versus Sammy
knows that you're not. And one thing I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, there's not enough staples in the world to put you back together when I'm done with you.
What is he, Humpty Dumpty? Can't put him back together again? Seth Rollins. I mean, CM Punk really.
That doesn't piss him enough to come up.
That reminds me of Humpty Dumpty.
I know something that will. It's the same thing that has pissed him off for the 7 years I was gone from this company. And that's hearing during his scheduled television time, the world chant my name.
So at what point does Seth come out? Because I feel like he's had a couple of cues to come out by now for this promo. Oh, there he goes. Right as I was saying it.
CM Punk.
Is he coming from the crowd?
CM Punk. Come on, Boston.
Oh, yeah, he is. There he is.
CM Punk. CM Punk.
He's not dressed overly dramatic today either. He's just got the black leather jacket with a little bit of fur. So very, very minimal. Not crazy at all for Seth Rollins.
Life is about perspective. And
Tender Buckley, don't give Rollins outfits idea. He would come out as Humpty Dumpty.
These people see you. It might give me a new perspective. It might make me feel differently about who you are. So if you don't mind, let me take a good, hard look here. Let me see. Nah, even from way out here, you're still an ass.
While I'm overjoyed you didn't come out here with that stupid song of yours,
I might kind of
first
agree
time in
with
your
Punk
life,
on
you're
that
actually
too.
coming from the right spot because you belong in the audience with the rest of the CM Punk fans.
Dang!
Oh.
Roasted!
You think that embarrasses me? It doesn't embarrass me to be out here with these people. I'm a fan. I always will be. I love this place. When you abandoned this place and you hoped that it would die without you, I put it on my back. I made it stronger than it's ever been. If anyone should be embarrassed, it's you. Because this fan, he's got more WrestleMania main events than you ever will.
Oh, that doesn't really.
That's a fact,
That's
Phil.
savage. All right.
Oh, he said
Don't
it was
worry,
only a
CM
matter
Punk's
of
gonna
time
get his
before they
WrestleMania
lock up
main
in
event.
the
Come on
ring.
now.
They may just brawl outside of it.
Oh,
Here they go. CM Punk, Seth Freakin Rollins.
Okay, this fight looks a lot better than the last one that they had. So good thing right there. Because their last fight, it wasn't that great. This one looks a little better.
See the referees, producers, security, quick to break them up. Just beyond the barrier to our right ringside. So the opening salvo last week. Oh, Punk is loose. Punk is loose.
Punk is loose. He makes him sound like a dog. Punk is loose.
As Adam Pearce, the Raw GM.
I'm pretty sure I just saw a strand of Seth Rollins' hair come out when CM Punk claws his hair right now.
And Punk off the step.
Oh shit. Seth Rollins literally leaped off of the steel steps. Oh shit, that was funny. I like this brawl, guys. So much better than the last one by like miles. Oh, they're continuing. Yes, keep going.
Years it has been building, and right now it is almost impossible to keep these two apart.
Oh, CM Punk's got him by the hair. He's got him by the hair. He's gonna leave Seth Rollins with some bald patches. CM Punk's like, he looks confused already. He was like, where the fuck am I? Oh, I think he's got, what does he got? Oh. Yes, keep it going. Get into the, I was ready to see him like throw like the bell or something or the camera.
And the so-called stupid
All right.
never hit.
I liked this fight.
Said I want a different
See, this is what they needed to do last time. This is much better. Oh, wait, he's still going for him. Oh, dude, those fans are getting their money's worth tonight. Pretty much the entire floor section and pretty much almost like the 100 section has gotten some really good views of Punk and Seth.
Apropos in this building, the home of the Boston Bruins.
Look at the bulging eyes from CM Punk.
The crowd's like, let them fight. They should fight into the concession stands. You know, I love me a good concession stand fight. Oh, shit, CM Punk looks kind of scary. He's got the eyes bulging out. I love that. I love that. It's terrifying. All right, a good start to Raw, guys. Kind of an electric feeling in the air. I think they did a good job of getting people reinterested in Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Feels like it got reignited. This spark got reignited once again.
Where the heck all you guys were on Saturday night when you left me out there 2-on-1? We're supposed to be a team, no?
We believe in you. We didn't think you needed any help. Plus, JD was focusing on the War Raiders.
I don't think the Judgment Day likes Finn Balor, guys. I'm gonna go out there and
I'm
say
not trying to tell you what to do, Finn, but maybe you should be focusing on the same thing because we're all banned from ringside with your match with the War Raiders.
None of them seem like they like each other.
But don't worry because
Except for Liv and
everything
Dom.
under control, just like you always do. Just like Raquel has her Intercontinental Championship tournament match under control tonight. Right, Raquel?
That's right, because when you listen to Finn, you win.
Yeah, they definitely do not like Finn Balor, guys. And they're not even he's not getting their sarcasm. They're being so sarcastic with him and he's not even getting it.
Raquel and Dominic, I have something special planned for later. Do you guys want to come with me?
Yes.
Grab the megaphone. Good luck, guys.
We'll see you guys later.
Because when you listen to Finn, you get the win. All right. Looks like we got Gunther coming out. Let's see what everyone's saying right now. Oh, wait, not Gunther. I'm sorry, Ludwig Kaiser. Sorry, I get so used to hearing the theme, and I think Gunther. I don't think Kaiser, even though we're getting Kaiser and Bron Breakker, which, by the way, this should be a good match because we've seen them go at it before, and it was pretty damn good. Dude, why does Ludwig Kaiser's, like, abs look different today? Is anybody noticing this? His abs look higher up. What happened? I need to see what the chat says. Did anybody else notice a difference? I can't tell. He looks shiny. He looks so shiny. How do you get that shiny? Man, Ludwig Kaiser has my dream abs. Man. Wayne's like he got an ablet. Oh, man, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Alrighty, guys, Nick Monte says clip-on abs. Oh, God, that's hilarious. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into some of these super chats, actually, because I haven't had a chance to, read these just yet. But we got Daniel here who kicks us off. He's been a member of the DWO now for 2 months. He says, your videos, Denise, are just what I need. Thank you so much. I have been putting out daily videos here on the channel, guys. It's killing me. I'm, like, so deep into the world of wrestling videos right now that I don't know anything else that's going on right now. Everybody keeps asking me, oh, Denise, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Like my mom and my aunt. And I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm so busy. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. And so it's because it's that time consuming. And yeah, so posting daily videos is definitely kicking my butt, but that's what a challenge is for. Thank you, Daniel. I'm so glad you've been enjoying them. We got Bailey Darley in the house who says, what did you think of the new Raw logo? So I recently just shared that right now on the YouTube community section. Actually, let me pull it up so that we can see it here. But I like how simple it is. It's a very simple design. Let me pull it up. Yeah, it's very simple. Look at this. It's very straightforward. Nothing too crazy. You can't really see the details in it, but it's got like this nice, like, silver gradients, like silver white gradient on the inside. Someone also said that it was similar to the Netflix logo a little bit. And I kind of see it. I kind of don't, but then I kind of do. I think I have to see them side by side. But overall, I do like the Raw logo that they did, though. I'm excited. I'm excited about this new era. Thank you so much, Bailey. We got Sheldon Jackson who gifted 5 DWO memberships. Sheldon, as always, thank you so much. Hope your holidays are going pretty damn good. We got Honey Drips who says, hey, Denise, how excited are you for Mercedes Moné versus Mina Shirakawa at Wrestle Dynasty? So first of all, I just interviewed Mina Shirakawa. And Mina is just, she's so lovely, guys. She's so nice. And she just makes everything, I don't know, feel better. She really, really does. She really does make everything feel exciting. And she was so nice, too. I messaged her and I was like, because I had messaged New Japan PR and they were like, oh, you should ask Mina and see like when she wants to do the interview. So I messaged Mina and Mina was like, let's do it immediately after my match. And so I was able to go to her and we just did the interview backstage and she was just so freaking nice the whole time and just so much fun. So I just got to give Mina some love, man. But I can't wait to see what she does for 2025. I really hope she does become AEW Women's Champion at some point because she is over. We got Mitaru here. Thank you, Honey Drips. We got Mitaru. He says, what is your reaction on Drew McIntyre from the Busties Awards on Busted Open? I love Drew McIntyre because he understands what he has to do to get people talking about him. And that is exactly what he did. And that is something that Drew McIntyre is very, very good at. His social media game, all of that has been top-notch stuff, including interviews and appearances and things that he has done. We got Tunde Uwad here who says, who will you be cheering for? OTC, OTC, or CM Punk, CM Punk? Huh? I want to say CM Punk. Bailey Darley says Cena here tonight, question mark. I don't know. I don't think so. I have no idea if he is or isn't, but I'm going to say no. John Taylor says CM Punk has the best fight hair. He's got good hair. He's got good hair. Yeah, he definitely has some good hair. All right, let's see what else we got. We got John Taylor here who says Ludwig Kaiser will have the other half of his abs installed after Christmas. They look different, right? Like, I'm not seeing stuff. Like, his abs look different. I don't know what's going on. They just look different from the last time that I saw them, and they just stood out to me. So, yeah.
Tells you everything.
Ortega says, true or false? Did you hand me a Blue Chew script? I wish. You would have sold so much Blue Chew for me. But no, I did not hand her a Blue Chew script. Thank you, Juan. All right, guys, we're back on Raw. On the next commercials, I'm going to go ahead and start the games for today. I'll start that in the next commercial break.
Welcome to Raw on Netflix.
Sean says, here comes the video for the new logo. Yeah, there it is. We've only seen it so far on social media, so it's kind of cool to get to see it here. Live on Netflix, January 6th. God, I hope that stream works out, guys. I really, really hope that stream works out. And then, I think hopefully, because I know that Netflix is doing like a Christmas Day game. They're live streaming a Christmas Day game. So that'll hopefully give us an idea as to where Netflix is at right now in terms of their streaming after the whole fiasco that went down with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. So hopefully that Christmas game gives us a little bit of a better feeling going into Monday Night Raw.
Today, you see it everywhere.
J Girls 9 says, Denise, I'm begging you, incorporate Netflix and chill and Raw into a Blue Chew ad. You're right. I got to do that, guys. I've just been so busy. I haven't had a chance to like update the ad, but I got to at some point. Thank you so much, J Growls. All right, here we go. Seth Rollins is back there. He's pissed. I like this. I like angry people. Come on.
What do you mean, what? What is that? You know what? You listen to me for once. I want this fight. I want the world to see this as the biggest fight you can put on. You know what?
Are they about to make this for Raw?
Stacked. If the two of you would stop trying to pull each other's eyes out for 10 minutes, I might be able to get something done. Stop, give it a rest, and let me do my job. And do your job.
I think today they may announce this match for Raw on Netflix. Don't you think? I kind of get that vibe. Oh, there's Drew. Look, Steph's looking in a mirror.
When it comes to Roman and the bloodline, I needed to just get over it. It's not easy when it's staring you in the face, is it? See what Roman had to say this past Friday? Once he vanquishes his family, the whole world will have no choice but to once again acknowledge him. He's the same person. Everybody's fooled but you and I. And I know you know deep down in your heart, everyone enabling him needs taken out. That includes Jay. That includes Sammy. That includes Jimmy. It ends Roman. You know I'm right.
Yeah. You know, you think we got like this common cause. That means we're friends, right? I took Roman out of power already at WrestleMania. And you know who was by my side when we did that? Jay and Sammy. They're my friends. You are not my friend. You know why? Because common interests, they don't make friendships. Friendships.
Might they develop an interest friendship at some point?
I respect Jay. You. Oh, Jerry's out with you. If you don't mind, I gotta go do something you couldn't do. And that's in CM Punk.
I don't know if Drew McIntyre is gonna like that, but I wonder if down the line Seth might actually see eye to eye with Drew McIntyre. Do you think that'll happen? That they at some point see eye to eye with each other? Who knows, right? Maybe they can.
4,700 here at TD Garden.
We got Bailey Darley here who says, I'm rooting for Drew to defeat the Bloodline. I don't know if it'll happen, though. I don't think so. At least I don't think he'll beat Roman Reigns. But I can't imagine what they're going to do. I'm still not even sure on the direction of what they're doing with Drew McIntyre. Like, I really don't know. Thank you, Bailey. Travis Starks, Sword and Shield. That would actually be a funny name for them. Sword and Shield. Ender Buckley says maybe like a temporary alliance. Possibly.
You call me a watchdog, huh?
Jay Hunch says Drew promo hit on cylinders. His promos always do. Sarah here says Shield 2.0 with Kevin Owens and Drew and Seth. Oh my God. Because they're all angry. They're all angry people. So, hey, it could work out. Christopher Leclerc says he doesn't think so. John says for a common cause, they will. Maybe it'll even benefits both of them. Water Taker says CM Punk versus Seth with Drew as the special guest referee. Let the tables turn because he was the special guest referee for Drew and Punk's SummerSlam match. That's pretty funny. Thanks, Juan. All right, and we're waiting for Bron and Ludwig Kaiser is about to begin.
Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Bron Breakker.
Third title defense of Bron.
We got Mintaro here who says, will you still be doing Raw Watch Along on Netflix? I believe so. I'm not entirely sure yet. It all depends on whether or not Netflix acts my stream or not. Like if I go on and I do a Raw a Raw Watch Along and they don't axe my stream, then I think I'll be okay to continue on. But the second Netflix says, nah, baby, you got to stop, then I'm going to have to stop. Because I don't know how it works with Netflix, guys. Like, I don't know. I have truly no idea if I can get away with playing the audio. I have no idea. John Taylor says Kaiser has been in the ring so long his other abs came in. He looks great. Don't get me wrong. I'd kill to look like that, but they just look different. Like, how do they get like that? How do they get so shiny and so high? What did this man eat? I want to see what Ludwig Kaiser eats, and I want to see his workout because he literally looks like Human Ken. Human Ken. If Ken was a wrestler, he'd be Ludwig Kaiser.
From Kaiser when he put the Celtic.
Hey, we got Jose Alonso Delgado del Senior. He says, saludos para Wink Live. Ya poder día de WWE.ram. Jose.
Shillelagh snap and that attack on the floor ringside. That was such a beatdown.
Sheamus has a thick hide. He's like
all right, let's see. Let's hope for a good match here, which they have had in the past. So I kind of want to see a repeat of that. Miss Tara's like, we should ask Tiffany. Seriously, I would hate to hang out with Ludwig Kaiser and Tiffany Stratton because I feel like they'd be so perfect. And how do you stand next to that? Like, how do you?
From the badass, just tackle him on the ground.
Yeah, you'd just be the third man out, and it would not be fun. It would not be fun. They'd be a little too perfect. Here we go. Bron running his rope. Hella fast, like Lightning McQueen. Shout out to Cars.
And Kaiser backpedaling rapidly.
And there is the payback for Ludwig with the slap.
Shelton Jackson says, Denise, do you plan to do either a watch along or podcast regarding Wrestle Kingdom or Wrestle Dynasty? For sure for Wrestle Dynasty. In regards to Wrestle Kingdom, definitely not a watch along because I like to sleep and those shows are very late at night and I do not like to do that. I may or may not do a post show. I will see though. I haven't decided just yet. I'm gonna sit down probably next week and iron out my January content calendar, which I have not yet done. So hopefully I will. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into some games, everybody, while we're in the commercial breaks. So let me see what I got today for everybody. So today I have, So today I want to go ahead and start off with the, what pay-per-view was it? Oh yeah, Saturday night's main event. So what I did was I took pictures of like extreme close-ups of different pictures from Saturday night's main event, and you guys have to guess the wrestler. So that's what I prepared. One of the games that I prepared for today. So the category is Saturday night's main event. So if you watched it, you should be good. Even if you didn't watch it, you still might be able to guess some of these. So let's do this. Here we go. Let's start off with the first one. Who is this? Also, we got a super chat here from Brandon Rosen, who says, if I lay flat on my back and really stretch my arms wide, I couldn't even make half an ab. You got to be silly string for that to happen. Brandon, thank you so much for the sense of humor. Appreciate that, man. All right. And a lot of people got this one. I think this one was an easy one. So I started you guys off easily. All right. The answer was Liv Morgan. And it was from this photo right here. So Liv Morgan gets us started. Dawn had that very on. Joe, David, Zune, Chris, John, Fernando, Spen, Desi, Dominic, McTaro, Ender, Larice, Honey Drips, Robert J, Sarah, Superfro, DJ, Aaron, Bailey, and did I say? Where'd you go? Bailey, Emily, Melissa, Matt, Ray. Literally everybody got this. All right, let me move on. So here is the next one. Who is this? We also got Ryan Adams here. Thank you so much for the super chat, Ryan. He says, for the next Saturday night's main event, why not do a tag match of Seth and Drew versus Roman and Punk? 4 big names fighting it out the week before the Rumble. Hey, I'm not against that, honestly. But I don't know. I wonder if they're trying to keep Roman and Punk away from each other a little bit until the official moment comes where they have to like have, where they have to kick it into next gear for their feud to really to the point where they finally get to building their actual feud. So I have a feeling they might keep Roman and Punk away from each other just for a little bit, but we will see. That's not a terrible idea. Ryan, thank you so much. And yes, the answer we're looking for here is Piper Niven. Piper Niven. Good job to John Taylor, Sarah, Desi Baby, McTaru, Sean, Robert, David, Bruce. Who else do we have? Joe Compton, Brandon, Zune, Chris, Honey Drips, and we are back on Raw.
In
So
Boston, Monday Night Raw,
let me get this off the screen.
Championship, the 11th Intercontinental Championship match on Raw in 2020.
All right, we'll continue during the commercial break.
Ludwig Kaiser, who his last one-on-one title opportunity came on August.
Still, the pickle says the flannel gave it away. Yeah. I knew people would know that one based off of the flannel.
War of attrition so far.
Joe Compton's like 2-2. I'm on a roll here. Let's go. I'm keeping your brains alive, guys. Gotta stay young. Keep your mind alive.
One more and they get that big hammering right hand from Bron Breakker.
Just all gone the way of Bron so far. Ludwig Kaiser would be well advised to try and turn this into a more technical affair. You see, he attempted to work.
Bron looks a little angry.
Bron Breakker earlier in the match. It's had very little impact thus far, however.
We got Raphael Smith who says, I picked Bron to retain the WWE Intercontinental Championship. I do too.
As again, Breakker taking a look and putting his hand up to his left shoulder.
Have a good night, Braden. Thank you so much for hopping into the show. Jay Hunch says, loving this game already, 2-2 as well. Robert Alexander says KO is a Nike guy. Do you think we see new tag team champions today? I really hope we do, guys. I don't think the War Raiders would lose twice to the Judgment Day, right? Like they can't, can they? I mean, they can, but I don't think they should. I think we should see brand new tag team champions today. Right now, today.
You take whatever chance you can get against.
Bailey Darley says, can you do more title quizzes? I love those. I will. I've been wanting to do more quizzes. I just don't have the time right now to do them. But when my schedule opens up a little bit more, that's when I can put a little bit more, take the time to actually write out the quizzes and do stuff like that. But yes, I will do those for coming shows for sure. So far, they're having like pretty much the same match that they did last time. This has been Bron Breakker's MO, which is the clothesline off of the ring apron into the commentary table, which always hits, honestly, always hits.
The velocity, as again you see the champion clearly affected and doing damage to himself with that left shoulder. Right now, he's not.
Thank you so much, Joshua Hernandez, for the kind comment. And Rafael, I'm with you. I really hope the War Raiders win today. We got Sven Dig in the house that says, thanks for the watch along DWO for life. Let's effing go. Let's effing go. When I was in Dallas and I didn't get to do the watch along last week, it was so weird. I was just sitting there eating Chick-fil-A. That's what I was doing. I was watching Raw, eating Chick-fil-A, and getting ready for the post show, because I did do the post show, obviously, but it was just so weird. Just sitting there. Like, I got so used to doing the Raw watch-alongs.
To the mat.
But it was nice, though. It was kind of nice. Not even gonna lie. Just chilling, eating some waffle fries. It was great. And Big, thank you so much for the super chat. Dee says, just have to say, Denise, your hair looks amazing. Thank you so much, because I came into the stream and I was like, guys, my hair is a mess. I ran out of time to like fix it. And what's worse is that I'm really overdue a haircut. Oh, he's working that left arm of Bron Breakker, Ludwig is. But yeah, so I didn't have time to do my hair today. It was just one of those days, guys, one of those days. And I'm incredibly behind on everything. So I barely had enough time to fix my hair. And then it just wasn't coming out right. So thank you, Dee, for the compliment and for the super chat. Thank you.
However, in this circumstance right now,
Vince says Denise is a fast food junkie. I do love fast food, but I try not to. Yeah. But I don't have it every day. But when I'm traveling, obviously I have to. I'm not gonna be cooking while I'm traveling. So
completely gone out of the window.
And now wrapping it around that top rope and just continuing to work on it.
Ooh, that was nasty. That drop. He folded. He bent his arm behind his back and then did the drop kick on that. That shit look like it hurts. Like, literally, do that to yourself right now. Like, I mean, obviously you can't drop kick yourself, but even just putting your arm like this to the back and then imagine someone putting that force on you. Ooh, that hurts. All right. We have a commercial break, so let's go ahead and get into the Matt Raquel. Let's go ahead and get into the game. So once again, Saturday night's main event. These are all photos from that show. Guess the wrestlers. So here we go. Here is the next one. Who is this? Also, thank you so much. We got a super chat here from Joe Compton who says, congrats on an amazing 2024 with joining Busted Open and all your other success. Here's to more success and prosperity in 2025 and beyond. Joe, thank you so much, man. And I love when people that listen to Busted Open come over to my channel, because obviously Busted Open has a huge fan base. So whenever people come over from that to the channel, and I don't even get to promote it that often. I only get to promote it every now and then. So yeah, so I get very thrilled when people like the show on Saturday and when they come and check out the content here. So thank you so much, Joe, and also wishing you the best of luck in 2025, and may you also have a lot of success. Thank you. All right, I'm looking to see if anybody's got the answer, and so far I'm not seeing anybody. Oh, here we go. Someone had the answer, but they weren't sure. But yes, you were right. The answer we were looking for here is Nick Aldis. That was the answer, and it's from this photo right here. I know a lot of people thought it was Joe Tessitore, but no, it was definitely Nick Aldis. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next one. Hold on. Hold on. Where am I at? Okay. Here's the next one. Let's do this one. See, I wasn't going to make them all easy for you guys. I'm going to make it a challenge. We also got John Taylor here who says you were eating Chick-fil-A wondering why there were no super chats to read, and then went, oh yeah, and put some barbecue dressing on that chicken. I did not put barbecue dressing on my Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is all about the Chick-fil-A sauce. So I'm a Chick-fil-A sauce kind of a person. I love the Chick-fil-A sauce. I even went out and bought the bottle, so I have it in my house. Like, I always have the bottle of Chick-fil-A in my house because the sauce is so freaking good. But here we go. We got the answer. Joe Compton actually had that, and the answer was Pat McAfee. And yes, it is like we got Jay Grouse who also got that, and like Ender Buckley says hella zoomed. Yup. I was trying to find like hard details in these photos. Raphael Smith also had the answer. Matt Raquel, Jay Moscow, Rally Cap and standings here. Until the Pickles kicking themselves, saying I was gonna guess Nick Aldis too. You gotta go with your gut, man. Go with your gut. We got Mick Taro here, who also guessed it. We got Courtney Farr, queen of the word games. Emily also got the answer. Aaron, and we got Boss Hog as well. And Robert and Dexler. David Primero, Taylor Cannon, Bailey Darley, Zeno Hour, Chris Robinson, Andrea T. Harris, and there you go. Chris Holsinger says this is a challenge. You see, guys, I was trying to make it harder for people. Anyways, we're back on Raw, so let me get this off the screen. And we are still on the Ludwig Kaiser Bron Breakker Intercontinental Championship match.
He's doing it with one arm.
Chris Robinson's like, how did you get so many close to his crotch? It's zoomed in. You just zoom in and screenshot.
We've seen from this man over the past several years in the WWE umbrella, but Kaiser may have him banged to rights here.
Rally Cap says favorite fast food place. Oh shit, that's hard. It depends on what I'm gonna eat. Like if it's a burrito, my favorite burrito is from, oh god, I don't even know the name of that place. Ooh, shit. It's some local place and I don't know the name of it. Chicken nuggets, McDonald's. Chicken strips, Jack in the Box. No, wait, lie. They used to be Jack in the Box. My new favorite chicken strips are from Chick-fil-A. Chicken sandwich, chicken spicy sandwich, Chick-fil-A as well. Breakfast, McDonald's. And then just when I want to like munch on pretty much anything, Taco Bell. Like Taco Bell. I would say the ones I mostly go to for fast food is Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Jimmy John's. I love Jimmy John's. No, not Jimmy John's. I'm sorry, Jersey Mike's. I don't like Jimmy John's at all, actually. I only like Jersey Mike's. So yeah, Jersey Mike's and The Habit. I do go to The Habit too a whole lot. Oh, and Panda Express. I like Panda Express too. And McDonald's. I like McDonald's. I think that's it. I'm like, I think that's it. Rally Cap, I hope that answered your question. Ricky Salzabar says, what about Raising Kings? I like Raising Kings too. But I don't get that one as often because there's always a really long line for Raising Kings. So I only go sometimes.
Well, he's the one-arm bandit right
now. Roberto predicts that Giovanni is going to interfere. We haven't seen Giovanni Vinci in a while. I don't even know what's going on with him.
Never a good sign, but you know there's no quit in Bron Breakker. That is not.
Chris S says favorite cereal. Apple Jacks. I love Apple Jacks. Frankensteiner. There you go. I think their first match was better. Is it just me? So far, I would say their first match between Bron and Ludwig was a little bit stronger than this one. But it could change any minute now, though. Any minute that can change. But yeah, I love Apple Jacks. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I love Honey Bunches of Oats Almonds. I love Honey Nut Cheerios, regular Cheerios, Fruity Pebbles. I like them all. Like, I like them all. Well, that's actually pretty good.
To the cover to win gold here in Boston.
Landing high on the damaged shoulder of Bron Breakker and immediately back on the offense, stretching every sinew in that shoulder.
He's going again for that arm of Bron.
Into this shoulder lock submission hold 3 times tonight to work on it. And
I mean, he has a game plan, and the game plan is pretty good for Ludwig. If the doubt does change hands today,
able to get out of the way,
it's because he went in there with a strategy.
The left shoulder.
Kaiser is just one step ahead of the beat-up Breakker at this point in time. And Now sitting in the danger zone is the champ. And my, oh my, doesn't Kaiser realize it?
That is the worst position to be in against Kaiser.
We've seen this
Here he
before.
goes. He's been putting this forth. The run around full speed basement drop kick into the steel stairs.
Head crushing. Whoa.
Where did Bron go?
Nobody's home.
He disappeared.
Smiley out of the way.
Oh, shit. All right, that was some good camera work because I did not see Bron Breakker at all. He just, like, disappeared.
There with that attack. Both men down, and we may be at risk of a count out, but how smart that was from Bron Breakker.
As he throws him back into the ring just with that right hand.
He's hanging on by a thread here.
Bron Breakker to end this
This
as
is one
quickly
arm.
as
He's
he
literally
can.
wrestling with
Kaiser
one arm.
has other ideas.
Busting up that gut.
Kaiser's ribs must feel like Sheamus's at this point, cracked. And it might be about to get a whole hell of a lot worse.
Bron Breakker's doing a good job of selling that shoulder too, by the way. He's really making me believe that he's like in pain.
To retain.
There you go. He gets the win. He hit the spear, but he hit it with the other side. He didn't use the shoulder that was like in pain. He used the other shoulder to like really run him through. So a different kind of a match. It's not. This was different because we don't often see Bron Breakker in this type of predicament, right? We don't often see Bron Breakker trying to defy all of the odds to get through. So you can make a good case for Ludwig Kaiser that he almost had Bron Breakker. So it's kind of a compliment for Ludwig Kaiser, but a strong win as well for Bron Breakker.
For his second run as IC titleist.
We have a super chat here from John Taylor who says, how old were you when you learned Santa was, actually Mick Foley? So by the way, Mick Foley's book, Mick Foley's Christmas Chaos. How many of you guys have read that book? Anybody here in this chat read Mick Foley's Christmas Chaos? It's a Christmas book that Mick Foley wrote and all of that, right? It is one of my favorite Christmas books. I think it's the only Christmas book I've like read. If you've never read it, I would. It's very, very fun. So funny. Oh, here we go. We got a confrontation with the New Day and Ray.
You got a problem with us too?
I love Ray's pink mask. Holy shit. Looks so cool.
Wait, hold on a minute, man. It's bad enough that the audience is treating us
He
like
looks
that,
like
but
Lucha
now
Barbie.
You mean to tell me after 10 years
Lucha
of sharing
Barbie.
a locker room with everybody, nobody has our back? Bro, you're supposed to be a locker room leader, man. Do something.
No sé qué quieren que les diga. I don't know what to tell you. You guys crossed the line with E. And I think it's best for your own good if you find somewhere else to change.
Damn, they got kicked out of the locker room.
You know what? That's fine, Ray, because we didn't want to share a locker room with y'all anyway.
Damn, they're gonna have to go change in the bathroom. They're gonna have to go change in the hallway. They got kicked out. Savage. I actually really love that they thought of that. The locker room's like, nah, we don't want to associate with you for what you guys did to Big E. But yeah, okay, a couple people have read the book here. Check out that book, guys. It's so funny. If you have, and it's also I don't know where you can buy it because it came out many years ago. But yeah. Thank you, John. We got Bailey Darley here who says, I've only been to America once in New York. Everyone has been recommending and wanting me to go back. You should. New York is one of the best places if you have time. And, I would suggest going a little extra further and coming to California because California is numero uno, the best. But also, I'm like super biased. So I'm super biased. But if you do make it back out here, there's a lot of places to see, national parks, big cities, beaches and things like that, pretty much all over the United States. Thank you so much, Bailey. All right. Here we go. Everyone's like, he got the mistreatment. Yeah, they got the mistreatment. All right, we're in a commercial break, so let's go ahead and get back to our game. I got Saturday night's main event pictures. Guess the wrestler. That's where we're at. Here we go. Here is the next one. Kind of easy, I would say, but let's see who's quick. Who's the quickest? I'm waiting for the first person that I see on this chat write the answer. Is going to win number one Most quickest typer. Everybody here. Okay, here we go. John Taylor. Chelsea Green is the answer. Courtney Farr. Dawn. Where'd you go, Don? Don. Jay Grouse acknowledging the U.S. champion. Larice Johnson. Let me get the right picture up too. Here we go. Let's see. Larice Johnson. Wait, where'd you go, Larice? I lost you. Oh, there you go. All right. Sarah, Jay, Zune, David, Joe Compton. Good stuff, guys. All right, let's keep it moving. And here is the next one. Who is this? Remember, it's Saturday night's main event. Jay Grouse says Chelsea Green is the greatest women's U.S. champion in history. I agree. Absolutely nobody comes close. Remember, Saturday night's main event, guys. These are all photos from Saturday night's main event. No one has gotten the answer yet. No one has gotten the answer yet. No one has gotten the answer yet. Not one person. Finally. No, wait, no, never mind. No. For a second, I thought someone had the answer. I'm still waiting. Oh, someone got it. Finally. Double S. Greg the Hammer Valentine. Thank you. I was so stressed that no one was going to get this. I was like, oh no, I'm going to have to give away the answer. That's why I kept saying, guys. I knew everyone was going to say Solo Sikoa. And I was like, guys, Saturday night's main event. Emphasizing. John Taylor, Greg, Chris Jericho, Valentine. Yeah, I saw people making those tweet jokes. Ricky Zaldivar says that one was hard. Good. I'm glad. All right. Let me delete those. We're back on Raw. We also got a super chat here from Sleaze Boys in the house. It says, WWE Raw needs to have a musical episode. It would be like My Fair Lady meets Toxic Crusaders, yay or nay. It'd be weird. It would have to be done incredibly right. Like when they did the Jericho MJF little musical segment that they did on AEW, that was very, very fun. But I can't imagine an entire show like that. It would have to be very, very well produced. And you would have to pick like the best people when it comes to like singing and dancing. You would have to truly pick people that had, had talent in those departments. So we'll see if that ever becomes a thing. But it's a good idea, Sleaze Boy. Thank you for the super chat. I know I'd be curious to see it. Daniel says, you stumped me, Denise. Good one. Let's go. Bailey's like, I never thought of Greg with that necklace. I know. You look good.
Who's gonna count? Where's a ref?
All right. They're showing Saturday night's main event highlights. In case you guys missed it, I do have the Saturday night's main event. What do you call it? Post show up on the channel. So that's up here in case anybody missed it and wants to check it out. I also did a watch along. The watch along did pretty good. I was very surprised by how many people cared about a Saturday night's main event watch along. It did kind of better than some of the other WWE pay-per-views. And I was like, what? Why is everybody tuning in for this specific watch-along? I thought that was interesting. I don't know why that one got more views than, like, some of my past watch-alongs. John Taylor says, I was proud we got 33 minutes out of the Saturday night's main event post show. I still don't know how that happened. I honestly feel I could have done that show in 5 minutes. But that would have been terrible to post a 5-minute review. I think people would have been like, what the hell? She's being lazy. I really wish, by the way, that they would have aired this, the package pile driver spot, the Triple H thing. I wish they would have put that all on TV, guys. I know it's kind of cool for the social media stuff, but I just like for everything to happen on TV so that I can see it. We got Bailey Darley here who says, Cody, heel turn, please, and KO for authority storyline. That would be funny. Oh my gosh. Bailey Darley, thank you so much for the super chat.
So the happenings on Long Island.
Did you know? Let's see what fun fact they're giving us. Did you know all the post-show videos of Saturday night's main event across all of WWE's social platforms have combined for more than 45 million views? Now we know why they did them on social media instead of putting it on the broadcast. It's wild.
Yet another use of a banned pile driver by Kevin Owens. It's the same pile driver that took out Randy Orton several weeks ago.
Yeah, Joseph Bosa says they wanted fan interaction and it worked. 45 million views of the post-match attack. Yep, they sure as hell got some views, man. Crazy to think about. 45 million views.
The champ was kept overnight at a local hospital. That was for observation. He has been diagnosed. What we can tell you is he has an axial compression of the cervical spine. X-rays, fortunately.
I wonder, like, based off of this, like, storyline injury, how long they're going to have Cody off of TV for. I think they're just trying to give Cody the holidays off. Like, Cody, you have the holidays off. You earned it. All right, here we go. War Raiders, and they're doing their promo before the match with the Judgment Day today.
Tonight, we go to war with the Judgment Day, and for us, it's more than just the tag titles on the line. When we first laced up our boots, the last thing on our minds was what could go wrong when the bell rings. But now, we know all too well. No one can describe the unbearable guilt when the strength hasn't returned to your arms, you can't pick up your son. No one will tell you what it's like to sit in a hospital bed and wonder if the nerve pain in your arms and your legs go away. What happened to us should have ended our careers.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
But they didn't.
They're showing, like, footage and photos from both of their injuries.
2 weeks ago, I held my newborn son.
Aww, cute.
The Judgment Day tried to end our careers. They cheated us out of our chance for glory once.
Guys, I think the War Raiders are winning today. Like, based off of this vignette.
Every match could be our last. Our moment has
Two guys that overcame the very hard injuries.
My sons have to know.
One of them couldn't carry his own son.
Damage was worth it.
They're making sure to let people know, hey guys, get on the War Raiders side, because when they win, it'll mean something. I feel like that's what they're trying to do with this vignette. Okay, I'm sensing new champions today. I'm sensing it, but we'll see. Maybe I'm just really hoping for it. Anyways, we're at a commercial break. We got a super chat here from Bailey Darley who says, Judgment Day wins, we riot. Exactly. So tired of the Judgment Day being tag team champions. All right, thank you, Bailey. Let's go ahead and we got another super chat here. This is from Dan Aletska who says, so crazy how Jesse was saying Cody cheated. I'm busted open. Said it can hurt Cody. Back in the day, Hogan cheated all the time and it didn't hurt Hogan. What are your thoughts? I actually kind of thought that that was a sign that somewhere down the line, I don't know when, I do think Cody will probably be turning heel. Of course, I do think had they played the aftermath of what happened on with the pile driver and the argument with Triple H and Kevin Owens, I think that would have altered that opinion like in the beginning, but I still think they did it for a reason. I I think it can happen, guys. I do think it's not just that moment. There's been other little teases where I do think they'll have Cody at some point turn heel. Again, I don't know when it's happening though. So I do think it can happen. Thank you so much, Dan, for the generous super chat as always. We also got John Taylor here who says WWE explains injuries like prescription drug commercials. WWE. Cody Rhodes suffered from cervical spine, contusions, depression, and mesothelioma. No, they're about to be like in blood clots, whatever the hell else they prescribe. But yes, this is definitely true. That is exactly how they describe it. We got Joe Compton here who says, justice for KO. He was screwed. The ref needs to be in the ring before he makes the count. Karma is a nightmare, Cody. See, Joe, I'm with you here. I do think Kevin Owens has a reason to be upset. When he lashed out at Cody, when he lashed out at Triple H, I think Kevin Owens was kind of in the right. I think he was justified for being as upset as he was. So I am siding with Kevin Owens on this. Joe, thank you for the super chat. All right, let's go ahead and get into our game once again. Saturday night's main event, Guess the Wrestler. I only have 2 left and then we can switch. This one should be kind of easy. Let's see. Who is this? All right, and we got the answer here. Don the Visionary did not come to mess around. He was quick and he was on it. Don the Visionary got that. Carlos B also got it. Ender Buckley. The answer we were looking for here is Sami Zayn, Joe Compton, Mictaro, Zune Popular, Bailey Darley, Raphael Smith, Robert and Dexler, and Sean and Emily and Aaron. Good job, guys. All right, let me move on to the next one. And then here we go. Who is this? I feel like this should be easy. Come on, we all recognize those ankles. Even the facial, I'm not the facial hair, even the body hair. I even recognize the body hair. Alrighty, and yes, a lot of people recognize those ankles. And yes, my friends, it is Drew McIntyre. Good job to Courtney, who I saw first here. Atticus, Chris Hulsinger, Ricky, Juan, Sarah, Zune, Luis, Joe, Dawn, T. Let's see, Mictaru, Larice, Aaron Cave. Good job, everyone. Robert, Emily, Carlos. Good stuff. Good stuff. Random hero, vacant man. I mean, you never know. We've never seen Vacant before, at least not from the bottom half of his body. So it could happen. All right. Are we back on Raw? No, they're just selling tickets. Hold on. Are we back on Raw? We are back on Raw. Okay, cool.
It's coming your way 3 weeks from tonight when Raw debuts on Netflix. It is Tribal.
John Taylor says leg hair of the Highlands. That's funny. So funny.
How about that for Raw's debut on Netflix?
Ender Buckley says Drew is such a beast for real. Juan Ortega, those shins spoke to me.
Raw's debut on Netflix is highly anticipated already, and I am here with Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. Now, we've heard some rumblings about other matches potentially slated for January 6th.
I think he's going to announce the Seth Cody one. The Seth Punk one today.
The biggest nights in WWE history just got bigger. After negotiations with representatives of both men, which were exacerbated by tonight, I might add, January 6th in Los Angeles on Monday Night Raw's debut on Netflix, one-on-one, CM Punk versus Seth.
Yep, that felt about right. Rollins. That felt about right. There it is. Now we got 2 matches announced for Raw.
Bigger. Joe, Wade.
Wade, this is just awesome. Now, what January 6th is turning into, as you just heard, Adam Pearce.
Nice.
That it is happening. Punk and Rollins,
it is happening.
Well, it sounds obvious, but it's going to be the biggest show of the year. Only 6 days in. Cannot wait. But January 6th, the big debut of Raw on Netflix. Wow.
Which makes this news also even.
What other news?
Wednesday at
the headquarters thing.
In Stamford, Connecticut. You can watch it live. It's the Raw on Netflix kickoff, and Triple H is going to be there with Punk and Rollins. Also, Liv Morgan Rhea Ripley, others. Michael Cole's going to host it. This is now a can't miss Raw Netflix debut, and this is the kickoff.
When is that? Wednesday at
2 p.m. Eastern,
11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Wednesday. Oh, I gotta wake up early. I'll probably watch that while I'm eating breakfast. Like,
there's never been a better time to play the number one.
I got Dill the Pickle here who says the Netflix debut is going to be stacked. Yeah, it certainly is, guys. It certainly is. Excited. Excited. We got Frederick Coates here. What's up, Frederick? He says, hi, Denise. Would you please do an AEW unboxing soon? I think I canceled my subscription, Frederick. Yeah, I think I canceled my subscription. But I'm not sure when it takes effect, though. Because I kind of felt like I was just like doing the same thing over and over. So I'm like, yeah, I need a break from this. And so I don't have the subscription anymore, but I don't know if I'm still getting boxes for the remaining of this year. Like if I'm already paid through, I don't know when my subscription is paid through though. So I may or may not be doing any more unboxing, AEW unboxing videos. Yeah, I kind of needed a break from doing the crate unboxing videos because I had done like, I don't know, 15 of those videos. And I'm like, yeah, after a while, it kind of gets a little repetitive.
For the champ, Liv Morgan, who, for my money, is superstar of the year. And things are only going to get
Sean just texted me. Let's see. Any update? All right.
Once again, Liv Morgan.
You can make that.
I feel like I'm talking more to Sean now that I don't work for Fightful than when I did work for Fightful. What the hell? I cannot escape. I cannot escape. Also, just a friendly reminder to everybody that immediately after this Raw, like a couple minutes afterwards, I am going to be doing the post show with Santi. So he'll be joining me here and we'll have a good time and we'll do our post show. But here we go. Let's see what the Judgment Day has to say.
And so this entire arena.
Joe Compton says he misses you, Denise. I know. I think so too. Dom looks like he thinks Taco Bell is authentic. Why is Taco Bell catching strays? How sad. Why is Taco Bell catching strays? I gotta tweet that. I gotta tweet this. Why is Taco Bell catching strays?
Cry more.
Thank you, Daddy Dom, because without a shadow of a doubt, 2024 was the year of Monday Night Morgan. Oh, be mad because we are just getting started. There are a lot of historic changes happening in WWE next year, and there's no one better, hotter, more iconic, and more dominant to lead this company to the
I have a funny tweet. Holy shit. Hold on. I got a funny tweet. Ah.
So if you guys think
Wait, zoom out, Raw. I got a funny tweet.
until next year because you live
Okay, I got two funny tweets. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Brain is working right now. Tweet brain.
It's Monday Night Morgan. Who the hell invited the bitter and vengeful Rhea?
There's Rhea. Oh, I love Rhea's top. Rhea looks, I mean, she always looks cool.
I want to stick around to hear what I have to say.
Well, Rhea, guess what?
I'm pretty sure they're gonna make Liv and Rhea for Raw Netflix too.
This has gone on long enough. So it's time that we settle this once and for all. Adam Pearce, he's made it official.
All right, I posted my funny tweet about Liv. Anybody wants to go laugh?
For your Women's World Championship.
If anybody wants to laugh, you can see my Liv tweet that I just posted.
Liv, I can see into the future too. And the only thing that you can really get excited about is the end of your title reign. Because I will be the new Women's World Champion.
I think she will. I think she's winning at Raw on Netflix.
And all that you'll be left with is your little chicken tender slut.
Little chicken tender slut? What? Hold on now. Hold on now, because I feel like I also got to be a chicken tender slut. Little chicken tender slut.
Including Ripley. Rhea was #1 contender. Now she'll have to defend against Rhea.
Oh, I got another funny tweet. Hold on.
Excuse me, Seth, I know you're on your way out, but Adam Pearce just made it official. You're going to get exactly what you want. You versus CM Punk. And you're
wait, is that Drew? That was Drew coming after Seth. Now it's him and Sammy.
I'll put you in a ball.
All right, I just posted my funny tweet.
Like Drew McIntyre was trying to launch a sneak attack on Seth Freakin Rollins. The only thing that prevented that was
I'm not going to post it on Facebook because I think Facebook will get mad if I put the word slut. All right, never mind. I'm not putting it on Facebook, though. So you guys are going to have to go like that one on Twitter. All right, there we go. Because I don't think I could write the word slut on Facebook. Facebook's really weird with punishing me for things all the time. I'm actually being punished right now by Facebook for something so stupid. I shared an article link about Netflix and a quote from Triple H, and I shared the link, and now Facebook is punishing me by like not showing my content. So I don't feel like my slut joke is going to get over on Facebook. So not putting it on Facebook, but it is on Twitter if anybody wants to laugh at that. I put little chicken tender slut. That's what Rhea Ripley said, right? And I put, I have never related more to Dominic Mysterio. All right. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I was multitasking at this minute. I do not have a social media person for my Facebook or my Twitter, so I have to do that shit myself. And when I'm streaming, it's kind of a little harder. But all right, we got some super chats here. This is from John Taylor, who says, invoice Sean for every text. Bro, for every fucking phone call, too. Dude woke me up today at 9 in the morning. Bailey Darley says the spinner title is overhated. I like it. Oh, you like the spinner title. Yeah, I don't mind it. We got John Taylor, who says, you, Dom, and young SoCal Mexicans thinking Mexican pizza is an actual thing makes my abuela sad, using my half Mexican heritage to virtue signal. I don't care for the Mexican pizza, but like the one from Taco Bell, but I know a lot of people really like it. And just a heads up, guys, like a lot of Mexicans do go to Taco Bell, but it's not because we consider it Mexican food. We just consider it fast food. Like if it was McDonald's or Jack in the Box or whatever else, Carl's Jr. or something. We eat at home for actual Mexican food. John Taylor, thank you so much for the super chat. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our game. Let's see. Oh, this is true. Where'd you go? Sarah says SANTI did say he would get you to like Dom somehow. I do like Dom. I don't hate Dom. I just don't think that he should be AW World Champion. Oh my gosh, wrong company. WWE World Champion or World Heavyweight Champion. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's get into our game. Chris Robinson says, oh no, don't say slut on Facebook. I was in Facebook jail one time. Dude, Facebook is so freaking like strict, man. Like I'd be scared of I actually put sexy Undertaker, and now I'm kind of stressed that they're going to get mad at me for putting the word sexy on there. Like, I don't even know what words are allowed anymore on Facebook. Like, there's no context, and then there's no real people to talk to. They just punish you by not showing your content to people. So it's terrible. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into our games. So one of the other games that I did is I did the same one where like I screenshot it, but this time I did it with Instagram pictures that wrestlers posted this week. So these are all pictures from Instagrams that they posted. So let's see if you can figure out who is who. So here we go. Let's do this first one. Who is this? I think some of these might be easier than others, but John Taylor is right, by the way. Facebook is a cesspool of AI. Like, they will allow people to post AI and like really, really inappropriate pictures of women, like wrestlers, and they let people promote that. And they get so many freaking views. I post one fucking link and I get banned. But hey, whatever. I'm not bitter. All right. The answer we were looking for here is Bailey. So yes, this was Bailey at the game. And it looks like a lot of people seen this picture because everyone got it. Jay Grouse, Desi Baby, Joe Compton, Carlos V, Zoom Popular, Ray Bevis, Leo Poroy, M. Durrett, Dominic. Let's see. Chase Elliott, Jay Moscow, Sarah, and Robert, and several others. Let's get to the next one. Let's do this one. Who is this? This picture was posted to this person's Instagram page. But who was it? It is not Maxine. Oh, somebody got it. Zoom Popular. Yes, the answer we were looking for here is Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green. Zoom Popular got it. Sterling got it. And Future King also got it. M. Durrett and Miktaru, Larice Johnson, and Jay Moscow, and Andrea Price, and Christopher Leclerc. Good job. We're back on Raw, guys. So I'll put a pause to this.
To team with you, Paul. You are terrifying, and you two are big and powerful. You don't need me anymore. You don't need anybody.
Oh, wow, what are we talking about?
Just that we're done with the Wyatts. We did what we set out to do.
Did Karrion Kross crimp his hair?
I can go on my own separate way.
You guys know what crimp is, right? Like crimping your hair. It looks like he crimped his hair.
Don't say another word. What they did to him and what they did to her. This whole thing isn't over until I say it's over. We've been reacting to the Wyatts this entire time. Now we're going to take the first strike. So remember that guy who kidnapped you and tortured you? Dexter Loomis? Yes. You're going to fight him next week on Monday Night Raw. I'm not going to do that. Yes.
You are.
Miz, the way I see it,
you're right, Spend Big.
Twice. You owe us.
He does look like a Viking.
Very simple. You go to Adam Pearce, you get the match done. And by the way, I just want to remind you, you've won 22 titles in your WWE career. You can do this.
I don't think I heard any of this, guys. I was so just watching everyone's hair and facial hair.
You think you can?
Karrion Kross also looks like a Viking with that hair, except the Viking with a tie. If a Viking wore a tie.
And Miz is about to learn a very valuable lesson. When you make a deal with the devil, you don't run out on him.
Oh, so he's the devil. Ooh, spooky. Paul Ellerine's face. He's like, we got Melissa Cabello in the house. DWO member for 16 months who says 2025 is going to be the year of John Cena. Yeah, the retirement man. Who knows who he's gonna wrestle? But dang, we're going to say goodbye to John Cena as a wrestler next year, guys. The good thing is we'll have quite a bit of time with him, though. We'll have quite a bit of time. Thank you, Melissa, for being part of the DWO now for 16 months. Oh, it's time for the Intercontinental Championship Tournament. Let me see if I have the bracket.
Come up short in triple
Do
threat.
I have
Now
the
it's the dear
bracket?
friend tag team partner.
Is this it? Nope. Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This is it.
Sets up. Wait,
Oh, and they're just showing the bracket right now. Let me make sure I got the. Yeah, this is the same bracket. Okay. Just making sure here for a bit what I was seeing because I was confused for a minute. But Zoey, Raquel, Kayden. I think Raquel takes this matchup. But yeah, there you go.
Well, we are about to find out now. It was just recently that Raquel Rodriguez was going through hell in that toe-to-toe anything goes match with Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, Rhea Bloody Ripley, who
All
was
right.
just out here a few moments ago being incredibly
Let's see.
brutal.
Hopefully this
Rhea
match is
Liv
good.
And Dirty Dom. Raquel has been stewing ever since and hot out of the
We got
blocks.
Future King here who says Jada Parker should be on SmackDown. I think she will be at some point, guys. I won't be surprised. I think she'll be main roster. And given what she's been doing, I also think Lash Legend might be main roster sooner.
She's not vulgar. She's simply one of the biggest rivalries in the entire industry, and it's coming to a collision course now that the #1 contender has been dismissed. She's been elevated to #1 contender, Rhea Ripley.
It was the kind of language that would make a sailor blush, Joe Tess. Not for me. Not at all.
Man,
and hopefully she gets taught a valuable lesson soon.
Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament, first round action. Carter, Rodriguez, and Stark.
Well, Rodriguez, I would say, has to be the heavy favorite.
Zoey Stark is a really good wrestler. I think people forget that.
In the matchup who has won single
She's pretty good.
under the WWE umbrella was
So is Kayden.
NXT champ several years ago.
So is Kayden. Look at her showing some impressive footwork there. That is very difficult to do. Can't imagine that. Trying to do that.
They have to go it alone.
Oh, big kick.
Been a minute since we sort of seen her like
to the cover to try to advance.
wrestle
And the kick out at
in a match without Casey. I don't remember the last time I saw Kayden in a singles match.
A singles challenge for the first time on the Raw roster. She was very aware of the moment, Wade.
Yeah, well, so much of the arsenal of Kayden Carter relies on these acrobatic moves she performs in tandem with Katana Chance, and it might be an issue for Kayden Carter to revert to a solo mindset, but what a nice job she is doing of hit and run right now.
Big boot from Rodriguez.
Kayden Carter is undersized, but she sees that as an advantage, allows her to be diminutive.
She did like a corkscrew dive. That was very cool. Look at Kayden. Kayden was like, finally, I'm getting some attention on me. That was cool, bro. I liked that.
So hold it up.
I don't know if she's done it before. If she has, I forgot because that looked very, very impressive. So I did like that a whole lot. Alrighty, everyone, let's go ahead and get back to our game. Once again, I'm doing social media pictures that were posted today. Guess the wrestler. So here we go. Here is the next one. Let's do this one. Who is this? This was posted on social media this week. All right, and it looks like everyone kind of got this one because the answer we were looking for is Tiffany Stratton. There it is, Tiffany Stratton. Jay Moscow got that. Jay Grouse got that. Juan Ortega, Larice, John, Chris, Joe, Bailey, Ender, M. Durrett. Future King also had that. T. Harris. T. Harris. It's so funny because when I say your name, T. Harris, when I say it really fast, it makes me want to say Tijeras. You know? Okay, anyways, I'm bilingual, so messes with my brain. All right, Jay Hunch, Emily M also had it, Keon Davis, and Jaya Price, Taylor, and several others. All right, let's continue on and get to the next one. Here we go. Who is this? All right, and we got the answer. This is the answer we're looking for is Rhea Ripley, and this was the picture she posted. Jay Moscow got that. Carlos V, Chris Robinson, Ray Bevis, Larice Johnson, Future King, Robert Alexander, and Dexler. I don't know. I just automatically saw Alexander. Jay Hunch also got that. And let's see. Sterling, Hassan, Superfro, Luis, and Double S. Good job, everyone. Let's press on. And here is the next one. Let's do this one. Who is this? I'm posting my joke on Facebook. Fuck it. I'm doing it, but I'm doing it in a way a little differently. So hopefully Facebook doesn't punish me. Oh, shit. We're back on Raw. Ah! And we also got the answer too, by the way. The answer we're looking for is Michin, and Jaya Price got that. Jay Grouse got that. Vin got that. Maurice Johnson, Leo Poroy, and several others. There you go. The answer was Michin. All right, let me go back on Raw. Delete this. All right, let me just post my joke. let me post my joke on Facebook.
Championship defeating Michin at Saturday night's main event on Long Island. I thought that was a signature performance by Chelsea Green.
It was superb, and every woman in the Raw locker room wants to make a little history for themselves on the red brand by becoming the inaugural Intercontinental Champ. And what a performance this has been from the highly innovative Kayden Carter, who perhaps could pull off a shock victory tonight. I don't think anyone was expecting this level of dominance from Kayden Carter, but she is opening a lot of eyes here.
You can see the focus in her eyes as she comes in strong against
All right,
Stark.
done. Let's do this.
As a tag team champion with Katana Chance. And now this opportunity right here, but Raquel Rodriguez pulling her onto the floor.
So far, Kayden's been my favorite in this match, based off of that one corkscrew splash that she did.
Raquel Rodriguez, for my money, the strongest woman in either the Raw or SmackDown.
Terrence Sullivan says I'm a spicy chicken slut. I'm a spicy chicken sandwich slut. I love me a spicy chicken sandwich, guys. Woo! I get spicy chicken sandwiches everywhere. They're so good. Also, if you guys ever go to Las Vegas, by the way, I had a really good spicy chicken sandwich at Wolfgang Puck. The spicy chicken sandwich there, oh my God, I think it might be one of my favorite spicy chicken sandwiches that I ever had. Wolfgang Puck, spicy chicken sandwich, Las Vegas. Next time you're there. You can thank me later. Terrence Sullivan says same, Denise. Chris Sullivan just says matches are pretty good tonight. Yeah, pretty good. CC Funk says, what is the purpose of this match? It's the Intercontinental Tournament. Yeah.
Sent through the table by way of a riptide from Rhea.
Bailey Darling says it has Nando chicken pasta today. I tried Nando's for the first time in my life this year. That was fun. I ended up going like 3 times. Shout out to all of the UK media who took me.
But being impressive on its own is not enough. Oh!
Look at that as Stark went into position and then Rodriguez just blasted both of them.
Turned into a German suplex-like move there from Stark. Don't know how much she knew about it.
Big clothesline from Raquel Rodriguez, straight to the cover to advance out of the first round.
Sterling's like, could eat one right now. Yeah, for real.
Commanding presence is Raquel Rodriguez. Really has come back in a rich vein of form since returning here on Raw and aligning herself with.
Hey, she's pulling the hair, Ref. Ref, she's pulling the hair. Ref did not do anything about that.
Is Carter, but
she did not give a damn.
No, instead straight to the arms of Rodriguez.
Absolute alpha female performance here from Raquel.
It's a big moment for Raquel Rodriguez in command.
Twisted Vader bomb almost there, and this is it. That's a Tahana bomb.
Tahana bomb opportunity. Can she deliver?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Missile drop kick, Zoey Stark.
Hit the target right on
This
the
has been a pretty good match, guys. This has not been bad. Oh, that was kind of a little iffy. Oh, but you got the win. Everything besides the finish was really good. Like the whole match, the finish looked a little clunky, but the whole match was. Wait a minute, I just realized something. Raquel did not win. Zoey Stark did. Duh. Oh shit. Okay, so it's gonna be Zoey Stark versus. Yeah, Zoey Stark versus Dakota Kai. All right, so it's going to be Dakota Kai in the finals, I think. And then Lyra, shit. I think it might be Dakota Kai and Lyra at the end, or Dakota Kai and Kyrie. No, you know what? I think there's a good chance that it might be I think there's a good chance that it might be sorry, I'm laughing at that fan sign. It said Pure Fusion Collective, collect me, please.
So,
but it could also be Natalia, so maybe I don't know for sure yet what's going on there.
Outstanding. Y'all influenced the influences. I'm talking about from the squats to the lunges, the passe, the scorpion. I changed my whole workout. You know what I'm saying? If that son of a butch had taken y'all advice, maybe I wouldn't have beat him so easily. I was in here with mine.
There you are. Keep that name out of your mouth. I'm sick of hearing it. Everywhere I go, I hear it because of you.
I didn't tell them to say that name.
Yes, you did. This all came from you. This is your fault. And if I hear it one more time, I'm going to break your jaw.
Butch, please. I'm trying to help you out. Please.
Oh, he's calling him Butch.
Last warning.
Tozawa.
Look at this clown show. You idiots happy with what you've done to my academy, huh? Huh? You ruined it. I made you all into superstars you could have never been, and then I left it in your hands to help it flourish. And you turned it into a joke. I saw your little commercial you did last week. It's pathetic. All right, and every one of you were to blame. You're pathetic. You're pathetic, and you're the worst of all. When I first met you, Otis, you were a little insignificant. No, shut up!
Yeah, finally. I like when he stands up for himself.
That's right. It's time to kill my darlings. And I'm starting with you.
Man, we're going back to this? Been there, done that.
The greatest tag team
All right.
WWE is presented by.
We are back on a commercial break. All right, everyone. Commercial break. In the meantime, we got to give some love to our sponsors over at Blue Chew. Are you jobbing now in bed? Do you have dreams of main eventing in the sack? Well, have no fear. Blue Chew is here to help you become the champ. Soon you'll make your babyface comeback and get the finish. Blue Chew is the place to go for chewable versions of sildenafil, tadalafil, vardenafil. These ingredients help men achieve stronger, harder, and longer lasting erections for sexual activity. Woo! The chewable tablets help fight off all forms of ED, which can include performance anxiety and maintaining an erection long enough for sex. A Blue Chew subscription includes a free online consultation, 24/7 medical support, a prescription for chewable, sildenafil, tadalafil, vardenafil, if approved, and discreet delivery straight to your door every month, all from the comfort of your own home at affordable prices. No more in-person doctor visits, no more waiting for appointments, and best of all, no more awkwardness. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to the description box of this video and click on the link and make sure to use the promo code Denise. Alrighty, everyone, and I'm back. In the meantime, we got a super chat here. This is from Black Goku Zero, who says, "What's your opinion on Tessa Blanchard when she made her return to TNA this past Friday at Final Resolution?" So I had seen the reports that, she was probably going to be going back to TNA, that TNA was interested in having her again. I wasn't surprised by that, guys. I really wasn't. It's pro wrestling. I think we've seen a lot of people that have done questionable things or have allegedly done questionable things, regardless of how you look at that. And we've seen them come back to pro wrestling. So truth be told, I'm not surprised at all that Tessa is back. She's an incredibly talented wrestler. She always has been. I think if she didn't have the past that she did, she would be someplace, she would probably be with WWE by now, because she really is a good wrestler. But I really do hope that she rights all her wrongs and that she really truly does apologize to the people that she hurt. And I do hope that, she doesn't, bully any of the other girls anymore or anything like that. And I hope that all the other girls in the locker room do feel okay working with her. And yeah, there's really not much else to say, but I guess we'll see. I guess only time will tell what ends up happening with Tessa Blanchard. Thank you so much for asking, Black Goku Zero. We got John Taylor here who says, do you want to be a little chicken tender slut? Blue Chew code, Denise. Little chicken tender slut is going to... Rhea Ripley. I feel like Dominic Mysterio needs to wear a shirt that says little chicken tender slut. BTW. Hey, you know what? I'm going to go back because I have a short that I posted of Dominic Mysterio where I asked him why he never has dip for his chicken tenders. I'm going to have to rechange the title to put chicken tender slut. You know what? YouTube's going to punish me for that though. I don't think I can put slut on the YouTube title. Yeah, I don't think YouTube would like that very much. But John, you can't put slut anywhere. Literally, I can't put it on Facebook. I can't put it on YouTube. It's only going to be able to be on Twitter. John Taylor, thank you for the super chat. Oh man. All right, let's go ahead and get into our rest of our game here. Remember, guess the wrestler based off of the Instagram picture that they posted this week. So here we go. Here's the next one. Who is this? This one should be very easy, guys, especially if you watch NXT. We also got Corey MacArthur here with a very generous super chat. Corey says, what's going on, Denise? Just coming on to the watch along. How has Raw been? You have the best Blue Chew read. Thank you so much. I put a lot of thought into that Blue Chew read. Shot it all myself, as you can tell from the horrible production, but that was the best I could do. And then Raw's been pretty good today. It hasn't been as crazy as it was 2 weeks ago, but it's still been a pretty decent show. So not too shabby. Thank you, Corey. And then, yes, guys, the answer we were looking for here is Tatum. And she posted... Oh, I almost showed the answer for another one that I was going to put. And thankfully, I don't think it showed. All right. But yes, the answer was Tatum. She posted this picture with Gigi and with Shotzi, which I am loving their duo. They're stable. Yeah, they're stable on NXT. At least it just started because Shotzi just came back to NXT last week. We got Jay Hunch, who also got the answer. Gigi Dolan counts because she's also in the photo. So Sterling, Holika, and Jay, Zune, Emily, Ender, M. Durrett, and we are back on Raw, so let me get that going. Wait, did we just get a tease for something? What is that? Hold on, what's that tease for, guys? That was for Raw, right? Am I crazy? The little zero with the little slash on it?
I'm backstage with the New Day. Guys, I see you're still looking for a locker room, but that's besides the point. Last week, our team tried to interview you, and it didn't go well.
With biased journalism. That's what they tried to do.
Thank you, Haloka. I will try to remember that.
I really do want to hear what you have to say, but we got to see what's going on.
The Zeno Hour says Penta, question mark. They have a 0 on it. And a little slash.
Well, that is one way to celebrate progress.
I almost feel like rewinding, but I don't think I can rewind. But maybe that was a Penta tease. That's the only person I can think of. A little settle. And a slash.
Too many times we have witnessed this scene. We will try to get you an update as to the condition of Kairi Sane after what we just unfortunately saw there. But right now we have the World Tag Team Championship match. And Wade, you know exactly what that means.
All right, hopefully we get some brand new tag team champions. Let's go. Come on. Come on, everybody. We got to manifest. Manifest new tag team champions. I think they will, though. I think they will. I don't think they'd be getting a second match if they weren't. And then on top of that, the little vignette that they played earlier, I feel like all signs are posting to yes. Yes, we will have brand new tag team champions.
And 4 days later, by the way, Eric had a great blessing, announcing on Instagram the birth of his son, Ezekiel Joseph, entering the world. And now Dad and Uncle Ivar can bring baby Zeke a big Christmas gift if they can conquer this challenge.
Yeah, congrats to Eric and his wife, Sarah. I believe Michael Cole has sent them some baby antlers as a gift. He's a big antler guy, is Michael Cole. Or are they horns? I can never remember.
Tonight, Monday Night Raw is presented by John.
I like the War Raiders theme song. Just bob your head along to it.
This should be a great rematch.
Bosco says, war. Rose Robinson says, Wade is a good commentator. Yeah, I think he's fine. We got T5 DeGreat in the building. What's up, T5 DeGreat? Also manifesting some more Raiders victories here. Is anybody here wanting the Judgment Day to retain? I'm curious if we got anybody here who wants them to retain. This is your chance. Speak now or forever hold your peace. TSOJ says, love hearing Wade say Raw is war. Joseph Ramus says, hey, Denise, are you going to the Netflix Raw debut? I'll try. I'll definitely try. Oh, we got Blackhorn Lemons here who says that they do. They do want to see the New Day. The fucking Judgment Day retain. Anybody else? Dan wants them to retain. Okay. T. Harris also wants it. T5 DeGreat said no one ever. And then for the most part, we're getting a bunch of no's. Okay, Herman also wants them to retain. Emily's like, I'll pass. Dan also wants, Dan wants Judgment Day and Larice Johnson. Okay, so not everybody here wants the Judgment Day to lose here. Seems like it's 90-10. I would say 90% of the chat does, 10% of the chat doesn't.
Agitated Finn Balor.
The following tag team.
We got Robert here who says, I definitely want them to retain. And then Joseph says, if the Raiders don't win, we riot. No Compton says, I'm indifferent. The titles don't get defended enough. I feel like, because it's the Judgment Day. They never defend those titles. Taylor Cannon says, let's go Raiders.
Team of Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders. And their opponents, representing the Judgment Day at a combined weight of 385 pounds, they are the World Tag Team Champions, JD.
Robert's like, just kidding. I just wanted my name called. Robert, you are willing to side with the Judgment Day just to get your name called. I'm dead. So I'm assuming you're going for the War Raiders too. All right. See, guys, nobody wants only a handful of people want the War Raiders to lose and for Judgment Day to retain. Only a handful of people. Keith Duran says, big introduction. Titles are changing tonight. Jay Hunt says, War Raiders winning this shit.
And with the titles on
T5 DeGreat says, at least he was honest. Robert's like, whatever it takes. And then the other Robert says, that's a huge head. Yeah. JD McDonagh does have a massive head, but as a person with a massive head, I can't really talk shit on his massive head. You know? What's that one saying? The pot calling the kettle black? You know, that's the saying? Yeah, I think that's the saying.
McDonagh with about the worst possible strategy I've ever seen against the War Raiders, going in, trying to go toe-to-toe with these guys. Simply isn't going to work. They're too big, too strong, too dangerous, and E equals MC squared, which means in layman's terms,
I think all of JD McDonough's guts just came out of him after that. Oh, we're going to commercial. Oh shit, it's main event time.
The holiday season.
Crap. Sorry guys, I didn't even realize that we are down to the main event already. Wow, I was not mentally there. I'm sorry. I'm very tired. I thought it was still 6:30 and I'm looking at the clock now and it's 15 minutes till 7. Wow. All right, I did not even realize this at all, to be honest. Oh, wow. Robert says your head isn't that big. That's because there's not another human next to me right now. But when there's another human next to me, you'll realize how big my head is. Like I have the biggest head in my whole family. Okay, like I have a bigger head than all my aunts, my mom, my sister, everybody, my cousins. I see it in the photos all the time. It's depressing. It's very depressing. Andrew Buckley says 2 hour Raw, we still ain't used to it. Yeah, it tripped me out for a second, guys. It really did. For a second, I was just not mentally there. All right, let's go ahead. I got 3 more pictures from the Instagram challenge. So let's do this. Here we go. Who is this? Remember, these are all photos that the people posted. This one's super easy. Holy shit. These are pictures that they posted on Instagram. And yes, this one was super easy. The answer is Bianca Belair. I should have probably tried to get her hair out of the shot. I think that's what really gave it away. But Dominic got that. Emily, Jay, TS, John, Vin, Chris, Matthew, Ender, Jay Hunch, Ray Bevis, Leo, Larice, Bailey, Andrea, and several others. All right, let's keep it going. The last, no, wait, I have 2 more. Here's the next one. Who is this? I think this one's up. These are fairly easy. Honestly, people need to post harder Instagram pictures. Don't forget, guys, that immediately after this, like a couple minutes afterwards, I'm going to start the Raw post show once SANTI comes in. So as soon as SANTI comes in the door, we will get the Raw post show started. And yes, the answer we were looking for here is Seth Rollins. Vin got that. Let's see who else. TS, Ender Buckley, Jay, Moscow, and Jay Hunch, Emily, Melissa Cabello, Louise, Seth, T5 the Great, Hassan, Larice, Sean, Andrea Mictaru, Hermit, CM Punk's fan. TS is like, he's the only one that dresses like a flashy bird. Amazing. All right, we got one last one. Here we go. Who is this? This is also posted on social media this week. Brandon says, your head is not big, but my head is big, to be honest. Hey, guys, big head, big brain, big hair. That's the goals, right? Big brain, big hair. Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat. All right, and let's see who got it. Actually, it was Zeno Hour who got this one. The answer we were looking for is Sami Zayn. However, if you also put Jay, that counts too because he's in the photo. Luis, Sheldon got it as well. And then Dominic Carranza gave us the full rundown. Jay or Sammy at the Big 12 championship game. Amen. Dominic, thank you so much.
Here in Boston.
All right, that was the last one for that one.
Championship match between the War Raiders and the Judgment
All right, we're
Day.
back on
How
Raw.
much this means to Big Ivar. He's a New England native, Boston trained.
Juan Ortega says, want a big head? Take some Blue Chew promo code Denise.
Golden opportunity.
The show is no longer for the children.
Thus far, and it's not the guys with the gold, it is the challenges. War Raiders have been all over.
Dilda Pickle says, to be frank, none of our heads compare to the sheer size of some wrestlers. Yeah, I think A-Train is probably the biggest head that I've seen in person. When I met A-Train, I was like, holy shit, he's got a big head. Like massive. I would say he probably has the most massive one I've ever seen in person. His head on his shoulders. On his shoulders in a meet and greet from several years ago from SummerSlam.
Wide open, which is about what we're going to witness here.
Think about the career of Finn Balor and everything he's dealing with and all the complexities to carry into this match. His obsession with Damian Priest, his desire to win the world.
Sheldon Jackson says, Denise, are you going to need background notes for the matches for Wrestle Dynasty? Sure, dude. Why not? Send them in. I'm always looking for more information. Anything that helps make the podcast or programming better. I will take it all.
JD McDonagh headbutts flying your way.
Yeah. Sven Big says, a.k.a. Prince Albert, code Blue Chew.
Recent activity and the unique role that we even saw earlier tonight, the tension that we've been feeling and sensing within the Judgment Day itself, specifically the relationship with Finn and Liv.
Yeah, no doubt. It's a bit of a power struggle. There apparently is no leader in the Judgment Day.
I love when Ivar does that.
Blowing is that by Ivar at his size, 6'2", 350.
A barrage of moves that a guy his size has no right whatsoever in possessing, completely knocking the tag champs loopy in the blink of an eye. JD McDonagh in a tug of war with a guy he simply cannot beat in that kind of matchup.
We got TC Terry C6, who I just saw shared this picture with me of a shirt of Dominic wearing chicken tender slut. I literally just said that it should be a shirt, and someone just shared it with me. Thank you so much for sharing that. If you're here in the chat and you heard that, thank you for sharing that with me.
McDonagh, Finn Bálor desperately trying to stem the
Tender slut.
No chance. Massive Uranagi there from Eric.
Great momentum for the War Raiders. Trying to claim gold.
Nice, nice.
It has just been one-way traffic. Aside from that brief flurry of offense from the Judgment Day,
he really tossed
it's been
them.
too easy for the War Raiders.
Two-time tag team champions in WWE, but all the medical adversity.
Sheldon says, all right, I'll include Wrestle Kingdom notes as well, Denise, because some of the Wrestle Kingdom results will lead into Wrestle Dynasty the next night. Thank you so much, man, Sheldon. Thank you. Sheldon's officially taking on the role of researcher here. I will take it. Dominic Carranza says, wait, what? Chicken tender slut? I'm dead. Yeah, that's what Rhea called Dominic today. A chicken tender slut.
And you could see, even with that momentum and weight velocity, how much they moved.
AMH says, where's Valhalla? She recently became a mom, so I think she's busy on that end. She just had a baby. Yeah.
Again, just sliding the steel steps across the floor with his body coming with all that force as the Judgment Day looks to defend the World Tag Team Championships here in
Oh, we got another commercial break. Boo. All right. Let me see. In the meantime, I'm just gonna read comments. So guys, spam my comment section because I got no more games for you guys. So I need someone to give me a talking point here. I ran out of all the games. I was just like, fuck it, let's just get rid of all the games, and we're doing it there. We're good. All right. Yes, Luis Arturo, you're right. It is her second child, BTW. All right, I'll just sit here and wait for some great inspiration. Juan Ortega says Sheldon is the Mike Tenay of the DWO. He is the professor. Yeah, Mike Tenay, like, just a brilliant man when it comes to pro wrestling and pro wrestling knowledge. Dominic Ronza says, did Reg tell you about the tornado warning on Thursday? No, he did not. He did not tell me at all about that. So I have no idea. Jay Hunch says the games were great tonight, though. Yes, thank you. I literally had like 10 minutes to do them. And so I was like, fuck, I got to get something else or else I'm not going to have anything to share. So yeah. Raphael Smith says there are 9 commercials tonight. Wow. Still way less than what we got for Saturday night's main events. Like Saturday night's main event just had so many commercials. I don't know how many they had, but it felt like it was just a whole lot, man. A whole lot. Dominic says San Francisco and Oakland had a tornado warning on Thursday. I did not see that. John Taylor sends in a super chat saying wedding ring on emerald because Jets. Yes, but also the emerald is my birthstone for a Taurus month of May. It's also my birthstone and Jets color and my husband's favorite color. And yeah, I guess he always jokes that everything he loves in his life is green. So, and I'm green too because of my birthstone being emerald birthstone. And it was so funny because like, I originally wanted a blue ring. I never thought of a green ring. I just never thought about it. I actually wanted a blue one. But then when I saw my green one, I was like, yep, this is perfect. So I love it. And everyone compliments it too, which is very nice. So it's always like a random talking point for people when they see me with it. John, thank you so much for the kind super chat. All right. Vince says Netflix commercials will be a nuance too. Well, let's see how many they do and how it works. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to have, live advertisers. Because, Netflix is going to want that ad money. That's what they want. They want the ad money. So we'll see what happens here. TS says, I'm sorry for your team having another bad season. You're telling me. At least we beat the Jaguars yesterday. So that's good.
in Boston tonight. The War Raiders, who have overcome.
Thank you so much, Nick Steele, for the kind comment. I'm glad that you're having a good time here. Thank you.
WWE in October.
All right, we're back here on Raw. Let's watch some new tag team champions be crowned. Also, don't forget that immediately after this, a couple minutes after, I'm going to spell some time because I give Santi a minute to catch up and to get in here. So as soon as Santi gets in here, we will start the Raw post show. It's going to be a short post show today, guys, because Santi wants to spend some time with his family. So I want to make sure to, not take up too much of his time. So we're going to do a short post show today, which, to be honest, there's only so much to talk about in regards to Raw tonight. So we'll be okay.
Judgment Day, not expecting underhand tactics. You are simply a fool, and you haven't done your research. Although Eric, a little wise to the diving elbow of JD McDonagh.
Just like the cartel got Santi. That was so sad.
Here comes the New England native here in Boston.
Oh, it's funny.
Looking to rally in the hub. Ivar slamming down Finn. The big man, cross body.
Man, I love watching Ivar wrestle, guys. Big meaty men. Big meaty men. Nice. He just sat on him. Oh my god, he did like a... I know he's done that a million times, but I feel like he hit JD McDonagh with that super kick, with that freaking kick a lot harder because he knew JD McDonagh had a big head.
Smashing right in.
That was great. That was great.
And he's going for it. Ivar heading up top. Finn quick to get up.
Smartest move Finn Bálor has ever pulled out. Get the hell out of the way.
We need more power. We need more power here, guys. We need the meat graphic. There we go. Meat graphic here.
You've got zero chance.
Come on.
Oh, wow! Hooks the leg to become the champs.
Oh, not yet. Come on. Just do it already. Damn it.
Off the ropes there from Big Ivar.
They're winning, though. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. That's it?
For the win.
Ah, referee took too long to start counting. He was there and he was just like waiting, and then he started counting.
This off the second rope from Ivar that did not get the job done, and then this pop-up power slam combination again broken up, and you sense that the War Raiders are inching closer and closer to grabbing the goal.
Looking to set up War Machine. Can they deliver? No!
Oh, fuck.
Finn drags him out onto the
Do not ruin this for me. Ew, no. No. No.
Headbutt that almost came your way, Joe Tess. Connected with Eric. And now Finn Bálor looking to put the War Raiders to the sword.
Good. Yes.
Offensive attack by Eric against Finn.
Yes. Good. Good. Take him down.
To the back of the neck of Bálor.
No.
The sling blade by Bálor.
Just textbook Bálor.
Got him lined up. Running shotgun drop kick. Signature Finn Bálor as he tags JD in.
All right, where's Ivar? Ivar, get your ass up and get in there.
Moonsault. And now
Ivar, get your ass in there.
Judgment Day in complete control.
Oh, thank God. I was worried after that coup de grace. I thought it was over. Ivar, stop being thrown out of the ring. Oh shit, we're down to the final minute here of the show.
World Tag Team Championships. And what in the world is JD getting involved with now? Taking out the steel chair.
Well, if this is a disqualification, Judgment Day.
Oh no, what nonsense is gonna happen? What nonsense? What nonsense are we having here? Who's holding on to the chair?
Why is that chair not moving?
It's Damien. Okay, good, good, good. Get his ass. Yes. Yes, Ivar's up. Come on, hurry up. You're making me nervous.
Damian Priest held on to the chair.
Ah, here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is it. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Yes, good. I was scared that JD McDonagh almost broke it up. Finally, guys, we got brand new tag team champions. Thank you, Damian Priest. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the Academy. We did it. The tag team championships are now on somebody else that's not the Judgment Day. And we actually like the War Raiders. So good. Good. Meet. 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 So happy for them. Yes. Good shit. All right, Raw's over, guys. Alrighty, let's give Santi a second to hop on to the stream. He should be probably here in the next few minutes. So give me a second while I prepare. What you guys are going to see now is the behind the scenes of this show, because I got to get the card and stuff down for this. And as soon as Santi comes in, we will kick the show off. And remember that we are going to do probably a short show today, just so that Santi has time to spend time with his family. And so it'll probably be like a pretty brief show. But yeah. All right, cool. So let's stall in the meantime till Santi gets here. Like, we got to stall. Also, I should probably turn my light on. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, crap. All right, we'll do a little light today. I don't want to have a bright light on my face today. So we'll do a little light, and then we'll wait for Santi to get in here, and then we will start our show. In the meantime, I'm going to read everybody's reactions to the new champions. We got Bailey Darley here who says, celebrating time. We got TSOJ who says, finally, they got the belts. Tremaine Young, also happy that we're seeing new champions. Larice Johnson says, first time since 2024 years ago. Denise, thank you so much for the fun fact here. Juan Ortega says, Denise, thank you, Priest. Yeah, God is good. I just got your joke. Okay, that was good. That was good. Let's see what else we got here. We got Raquel Smith, who also says, thank you, Damian Priest. Dominic Carranza says, DWO BTS. Oh, yeah, BTW, guys. I am starting to post behind-the-scenes stuff for my interviews. I posted one with Bryan Danielson. If you guys haven't checked that out, you guys could. It's up on my social media and on YouTube. We got Super Fro, who says, War Raiders. And let me make sure Santi got the link. I think he did. I sent it to him, so I think he should be okay. All right, let's see what else we got here. Zahim says, do you miss the motion sensor lights from the hotel? Absolutely not. That was so embarrassing. Always having to get up to fucking turn the lights on is a nightmare. All right, let's see. Emily M says, Judgment Day will betray Finn. I think so too, because they've been sort of mocking him, like the way that they talk about him, because he's been kind of a jerk when he says, oh yeah, listen to Finn and you're always going to win. Yeah, for sure. That feels like we're going to have the Judgment Day turn on Finn Balor. But to be honest, I think they need it. Like, Finn Balor needs to go off on his own. Scarlet Viper also says, of course, Finn Balor gets the pin. Finn Balor. That's pretty funny, actually. Not even gonna lie. It's kind of funny. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got Corey MacArthur, who says, finally, War Raiders. And then Luis Arturo Mendez says, tag team championship match closes out the night. Bailey Darley says, War was great. Joseph Buzzer says, that was funny seeing Denise dancing last week. Raphael says, take your time. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Joseph Bose. He says, we appreciate you doing last week's Raw post show with Santi. Yeah, I know. Well, he'll be here each and every single week for sure. So moving forward, like, that is the Raw post show. So I'm just waiting for him to wrap up his own thing. And as soon as he does, he'll be hopping on. I'm just hoping he got my link, which I'm pretty sure he did. He's probably just caught up. So as soon as he comes in, we'll get started. I'm just stalling right now, guys. I'm just stalling. I need like a stalling graphic, by the way. Oh, wait, it turns out I don't have to anymore. Santi's here. Hey, Santi. Oh, am I muted again? Can you not hear me? We'll get this at some point, guys. At some point, we'll get it like right on the dot where Santi can hear me perfectly.
I'm in Denise's room, but I don't think she can hear me.
No, I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Okay. What is going on? Do you want to try coming back in or out or something?
I'm confident it's you, by the way.
I could hear you.
Yeah, can you check your mic in
Hold on, let me see.
StreamYard?
Test.
I think I have the right. Hang on. Audio? Last week it was me, wasn't it?
Yeah, because here Mike says like this. Everyone's saying that they can hear both of us. So I can hear you. They can hear both of us. You just can't hear me.
All right, it was me all along.
See, every time you blame it on me.
Hey, look, I'm here. Oh, what's up, my players? We're here. We're ready to go.
All right, let's do this. Here we go, everybody. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Speak Now Pro Wrestling. It is Monday, December 16th, and we are here to chat some WWE RAW. It's me and Santi. Santi, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm destroying your video. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get things set up for everybody, but I'm here, everybody.
It's amazing. I was watching that and I'm like, maybe by the time I finish talking, it'll all be okay. It'll all be all right.
We're good. We're good. We've set this up. My chat is saying L, but we're here to deliver some W's. Let's get it.
Well, let's go ahead and kick things off with, I think, what was the most noteworthy portion of the night, Santi, which was the way that we ended. I'm ready to throw a party. You want to know why? Because we got brand new tag team champions, hopefully tag team champions that actually defend the titles. That is right, guys. The War Raiders, with a little bit of help from Damian Priest, because we were about to see Finn Bálor use the chair to cheat, and of course, he was not going to allow that. But the War Raiders are now tag team champions. Santi, how'd you feel about the match? How'd you feel about this outcome?
Still tired about Damian and Finn, but I'm glad that it happened in this particular match. I'm so happy. This just sort of feels like we've been released from the shackles that were the Judgment Day as the tag team champions. This is the reign of terror. We talk about Triple H's reign of terror from the Ruthless Aggression era. This was it here, players. The reign of terror of the Judgment Day is over. I don't even necessarily know that the War Raiders are going to be better tag team champions, but I know they can't be worse. I know they can't be worse because we've seen the bottom of the barrel. We've seen what worse looks like. I think it can only get better, right?
It has to, Santi. I was to the point where I was like, hey, just grab 2 random people from the crowd and have them win the tag team titles at this point, because I just could not stand Finn Bálor and JD McDonagh as champions anymore. I'm sorry. Like, there was just not bringing anything to the table, to the point where I kept forgetting who were even the tag team champions, because we weren't even watching them defend the titles. We weren't seeing anything come of that. So I am so thrilled that the War Raiders won. I love the match. For a split second, Santi, when Finn Bálor hit the coup de grace, I was so worried that it was over. And I was watching the clock, right? Because you know that now Raw ends right at the end of the hour. I was watching the clock and they fooled me enough to make me think that that was going to be the finish. So I was so thankful, man. But I do think the second we saw that vignette earlier in the day where they were talking about the War Raiders overcoming their injuries and, you know, how poor Eric wasn't able to pick up his newborn baby from the injuries and whatnot. So I feel like the second I saw that vignette, I'm like, all right, we're definitely getting new tag team champions. Plus, I didn't think they would run this match back again if we weren't getting these tag team champions.
Yeah, after that vignette, I'm like, it's over. 100%. You can't have the War Raiders lose after like that really emotional promo that they had for both of them, right? One thing that I will mention is that I was kind of screaming at the TV at USA Network, don't you dare cut out, because of how close they cut this. It went like right to the very last possible microsecond. But it happened, which is good. Only thing that we kind of missed out on was like actually getting like a proper celebration. But at this point, we're at the point where like beggars can't be choosers, Denise. And we were beggars. We were begging for new tag team champions. And even though we got like 2 seconds of pyro, that's enough. I'm curious where this goes, because clearly it's not going to be a rematch between War Raiders and Judgment Day. There might be a one-off, but clearly the end goal here is Finn Bálor versus Damian Priest. That's the main like plot where they're going to take Finn Bálor. So what does this mean for the War Raiders? Is it the New Day? Because the rest of the tag team division on Monday Night Raw, because of how stagnant the tag team titles were, has been kind of diminished over the last couple of months. And it's only been in the last couple of weeks where we've seen Monday Night Raw tag teams start to get a little bit more TV time, like we've been seeing with the New Day, War Raiders, and now Finn Balor and JD McDonagh. Remember, they were a tag team out of nowhere. It seems like Triple H is conscious of the fact that the tag team division was null and void, and has at least made some attempts to like restart it and jumpstart it. And I think that this is the big domino to fall to maybe give us an actually decently booked tag team division.
God, I hope so. But I have two thoughts on what I think is going to happen. So, Santi, hear me out. First and foremost, I do think that Finn Balor is about to break away from the Judgment Day, and I really hope so, especially given like how sarcastic Liv and Dominic and Raquel and all of them were sort of talking with him. They were like mocking him. Right. They were mocking him. So that's one thing. And then for the tag team titles, I do think there is a place where the New Day ends up being the ones to take the titles away from the War Raiders, because of course you have, the fact that you have the War Raiders are a babyface tag team. And I do think that the New Day are going to hold the tag titles, especially to like rub it into the fans a little bit more that they turned on Big E and now look at them hold tag team gold. So I can see them being the ones to take it from the War Raiders. So what are your thoughts on both of those two ideas?
Well, I don't think it can happen because it doesn't seem like the New Day can even change for a match. They've been kicked out of the locker room, which, by the way, I know we're going to talk about the New Day a little bit more later on. Why were they even in need of a locker room when they didn't even have a match? Did we ever ask that? Why do they need to change into their ring attire?
I guess they just want some place to put their stuff down and sit there. And I don't know, because usually when you're not booked, you hang out in catering.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyways, I can absolutely see that scenario. I like the idea of maybe the New Day, one of them holding singles gold, specifically Xavier Woods, since this has been one of the things that they've been kind of harping on over the last couple of months as we see the New Day kind of get to a darker and darker side. But at the end of the day, we have the New Day together. And when they're together, they look best when they have tag team gold. And if they really want to accentuate this heel turn, this is the way to do it, because there is nothing more awful than seeing somebody that did something terrible be vindicated and rewarded. And this is what this would be, right? They did the awful thing to Big E so that they could be better off. And all of us, we want to say you're not better off. But if they were to win tag team gold, they're vindicating the awful thing that they did to Big E. And there's nothing more evil than an evil person that is winning.
Yeah, that's like the ultimate revenge. Exactly. They would be rubbing it in all our faces, the entire, all of the locker room, the fact that they kicked them out. I loved that, by the way, that little extra touch of saying, hey, we don't want you here. You're going to be kicked out. And especially having Rey Mysterio be the one to do it. I thought that was great, man. I was so on board with that, but I'm feeling it. And I cannot wait, Santi. I cannot wait for Finn Balor to leave the Judgment Day, because I eventually do want to see Finn Balor as World Heavyweight Champion, but not this current version of Finn Balor. I need the shades of the old Finn Balor. I need us to get back to a point where Finn Balor was a serious competitor, where we could see the demon return, and I want to see Finn Balor away from the Judgment Day.
Yeah. You know what, though? Like in a past life, I would have told you that there's just no rehabbing this image of Finn Balor, as people call him. But in a world where Shinsuke Nakamura can go from irrelevant to badass dude, anything is possible overnight in the current regime that we're in. And hopefully, maybe we get that treatment for Finn Balor, because I do think that he's got every single available tool for a WWE superstar to be a top guy. He's just not been given the opportunity to be that top guy ever since he got injured all of those years ago. But I have to admit, that as somebody that's been watching Finn Balor go through this journey over the last 7-8 years, his stock is at his lowest that it's ever been for me. And I'm having a hard time visualizing how we get to the place where you want to see Finn Balor, which is a badass, strong, dominant Finn Balor. I'm just having a tough time visualizing it. But like I said, at the end of the day, we've seen Triple H and WWE put the machine behind whoever it is that they want, and in the snap of a finger, all of a sudden they become awesome, like we've seen with Shinsuke. So why not for Finn too?
All right, we got a couple of super chats. We got Sheldon Jackson in the building. He says, congrats to the War Raiders. TJD Reign of Terror as tag champs is finally over, and that terror is rarely defending the titles. Yeah, exactly. So hopefully done with seeing all of that, and we can move on and actually get a nice fully developed tag team division. Thank you so much, Sheldon. We got Chris D10. Thank you so much, Chris, for the super chat. Didn't write anything, but still appreciate you sending that in a whole lot. We got Joe Compton here who says, my favorite part of the show was Rhea's comment to Liv. You can keep your chicken tender. Slut, the DWO, are definitely a bunch of CTSs. Oh, we will get into that in just a second, man. But I do want to go ahead and dive into, actually, let's get into that right now. Screw it. We need to talk about what went down with Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. As always, a whole other confrontation. But this one ends with Rhea Ripley calling Dominic Mysterio a chicken tender slut. She says, I'm going to get my championship back, and all you're going to have is this chicken tender slut. Santi, I died. I know Dominic Mysterio is your guy. He's your boy. And I'm going to be honest when I tell you this. I have never related more to Dominic Mysterio than I did in this moment as a chicken tender lover myself.
Oh, so why do you get to be a lover, and why do we slut shame Dominic? Why can't he be a chicken tender player? He could be that. He could be a lover. Maybe he has love and adoration and actually appreciates all of these chicken nuggets. Every single night that he spends with them is special. He doesn't have to be a slut about this. I felt like it was overboard. How did they not censor that? USA Network, I have childish ears, all right? Children are watching this show. You censor asshole, but you don't censor slut? That is ridiculous. I want to speak to the manager over there. But that segment, honestly, I thought it was hilarious. Liv Morgan with the megaphone, which was hilariously quieter than the mic she was already using. And then they tried to put the mic on the megaphone to try and make it louder. It's like, this didn't go how you planned. This
Maybe they didn't even run like a test of it. They probably didn't rehearse that like at all.
No, they definitely didn't. But as always, the heat for Dominic Mysterio is legendary. One of the things that I want to point out is that we've now had 2 Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley face-offs that doesn't involve Liv Morgan running away. And I like that, because one of the things that I said in my review of Saturday night's main event is that this is the best Liv Morgan has looked. Yes, the match was short, but the match was good. It was tight. It was, in my opinion, the best Liv Morgan match that she's had since she won the women's world title. In fact, it was so good that it was actually such a shame to have Rhea Ripley come back as early as she had, because I would have loved to see Liv against other people not named Rhea Ripley, kind of increasing the prestige of her championship reign with more matches like she had with Io Sky in the women's division. So I wish we had more of that. But this does seem like we've kind of turned a corner with Liv Morgan as somebody that's not running away, willing to stand tall to Rhea Ripley, and I'm here for it.
Dude, that's literally how I felt when I was watching this. I had thought the exact same thing. I'm like, this is Liv's literally best match that does not include Rhea Ripley. And like you, I kind of had that feeling of, damn, I kind of want to see Liv Morgan, wrestle more people on the show. It's just kind of a bummer. Like, why didn't we do that before? Like, why were we just getting a bunch of talking segments? Like, we could have done both things. We could have gone and Liv wrestle Io and who knows who else, like all these other girls that you see on the roster. I feel like they could have done that a little bit more, because it was a good match. And I truly think with a couple more minutes, it could have been like the best women's match for WWE this year. And it was sort of, I also think, a little underrated. I put out a poll on my YouTube community section, and I asked people like, hey, like, which one was the best match? And my personal pick was Io and Liv Morgan. And that one got one of the lowest ratings from like all the other matches, which I guess is kind of good, because that meant other people liked the other matches and whatnot. But I really kind of thought that match was a little underrated.
Yeah, I thought that the match was great. I feel like there's just general negativity about Liv Morgan retaining. I feel like a lot of people, especially in the online space where you ask that question, there's a lot of Liv Morgan fatigue because of how long this championship reign has been pretty much just symbiotically tied. What a great word, symbiotically tied to Rhea Ripley. And And that is a shame based on what we've seen with Io Sky. So I feel like there's just a lot of people that are tired of Liv Morgan, but had we been getting matches like what we got with Io, I don't think that that would be the general online sentiment.
Oh, 100%. No, people would be like, let's keep the belt on her, because obviously there's nothing that we love more than a fighting champion. Now, it's looking, they haven't said yet, but I keep feeling like this match is going to be made for Netflix Raw premiere, right? Like that's what it feels like.
That's what I would assume, but I also feel like they would have told us if that was the case. If maybe they were just trying to give more room for Punk and the Rollins announcement to breathe and not kind of like steal the limelight away from that announcement and have that announcement kind of be like the biggest takeaway from this episode of Monday Night Raw. I feel like that's what makes the most sense though, right? Because beyond that, it's Saturday night's main event at the end of January or the Royal Rumble. I got to be honest with you, Denise. I don't think this has the legs for WrestleMania because of where we are in the plot right now. I just don't think that it has the legs for WrestleMania. It would have had the legs for WrestleMania had they actually been brave and written out Rhea Ripley for a long time. Like they honestly probably should have after the attack in the very dangerous NXT parking lot, of course. Had they written her off for the Royal Rumble, then or at least until the Royal Rumble, I would have believed that this has legs until WrestleMania, but there's just no way. This has to be Raw Netflix. I don't even think that it's got the legs to go all the way to Saturday night's main event at the end of January. I think this is Raw Netflix.
They got to at this point. And I just feel like how much, because we're obviously counting on the fact that there is going to be new people watching Raw, right? Like maybe some people that don't watch wrestling, they're going to be tuning in. Hey, what's this thing on Netflix that's streaming live? Let's see what's happening. There's going to be some of those viewers. You know, Santi, that one of the people that appeals non-wrestling fans the most, it's Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley grabs your attention. And so what better way to have to start this new Raw Netflix era than to start it off with Rhea Ripley holding that Women's World Championship and people going like, who's that? Who's that girl? I want to know a little bit more about her. So I feel like Rhea should kick off the Raw Netflix era holding that championship.
Yeah, everyone's going to be like, who's the hot goth mama? Let me say it for you, Denise. I'll say it for you since you won't. You know that's the general sentiment. But yeah, Raw Netflix is where it's at. I mean, if they're going to have the top men, yeah, might as well have the most popular female as well on this show.
Well, so far we got 2 matches announced. Of course, we got Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. And then today they officially made CM Punk and Seth Rollins official. So let's get into what went down with this, because this was personally, I think, a far better execution of CM Punk and Seth than what we got last time with that match that brawl that unfortunately CM Punk didn't even hit Seth Rollins. It was kind of embarrassing for us CM Punk fans. Had to look the other way. But we ended up getting this back and forth between CM Punk and Seth. And Seth ends up coming out from the crowd and he's calling CM Punk an asshole. And of course, just a lot of the same things that we have kind of heard already, really nothing too new. But the best part of this was that once Seth Rollins basically pointed and laughed in his face that he has had far more WrestleMania main events than CM Punk, that's when shit went down. And suddenly they started to fight within the crowd, then into the ring, then outside the ring. And then when you thought it was all over, even though they had like all of these people out there trying to keep them apart, they then fought on the actual outside, like where the crowd was at even more so. Like literally, Santi, everybody here that was in the crowd got their money's worth today, because I feel like the whole floor section, the whole upper little, the 100 sections, all those people got a really good view of CM Punk and Seth Rollins. But this was very fun. How did you feel that they executed the promos to the actual fight, and then eventually making the announcement that, hey, this match is going to continue to happen. It's going to happen at Netflix premiere.
Yeah, I thought that the brawl was fantastic, and I thought that the segment got significantly better by the time that Seth Rollins actually got out there. I thought that for a while it was a little bit awkward of CM Punk like waiting for the music to hit, but then not hitting. So then CM Punk's like, okay, let me banter a little bit more until I can trigger the music to hit, which by the way, never hit. But once they were both out there, right, I felt like this is what was missing last week, where it was asymmetrical, where Punk did this backstage interview and Seth Rollins cut a promo in the ring, like, and not having them together in the ring kind of made it so that the magic wasn't there. Having them in the same arena, looking at each other, talking directly to each other and leading to the brawl. This is what I need more of, not the asymmetrical promo cutting between the two. They need to be in each other's faces because this is what the fans want to see. It's very interesting, Denise. I don't know if you've noticed, Seth Rollins was out there in his old school Messiah jacket, which was one of the last times that we saw Seth Rollins as a heel, because I do foresee somewhere down the line that that's where things are going to go. Because I've said this to my community, CM Punk could end world hunger and then start it again. And then people would still cheer for him. People would still chant CM Punk. There is no getting rid of CM Punk chants across any arena whatsoever. At some point or another, they're going to have to pick who's going to be the bad guy in this. Punk talked about how he's the bad guy. I like the angle that he took. I'm the bad guy because I was a bad teacher, because I didn't teach Seth Rollins the way to be a properly good professional wrestler. So let me give you a lesson now. I like that stuff from CM Punk. I'm the grizzled, angry vet that's going to teach this dumb little idiot that's angry that I didn't pay attention to him when I left. That's the Punk stuff that I've been enjoying. The brawl was great, and the back and forth between the two, we need more of that as we lead towards Raw on Netflix.
I think so too. And I feel like the crowd told us that Seth Rollins was going to be the heel last week when we talked about Seth Rollins sort of having egg on his face when he was saying all of these things about CM Punk and the crowd was still chanting CM Punk. I feel like that moment told us that Seth Rollins was going to be the heel. We did have a backstage confrontation, by the way, with him and Drew McIntyre. And we've had two instances now where Seth Rollins has been compared to Drew McIntyre. We had it last week when Sami Zayn did it. We had it this week when CM Punk did it. And then they had the backstage interaction. And it was so funny because I thought to myself, look, it's Seth Rollins looking in the mirror with Drew McIntyre there. And even though they're not, being besties right now, they're not getting along. Seth Rollins is still sort of refusing. He's refusing to even be remotely associated or be compared to Drew McIntyre. But there's a part of me, Santi, that kind of wants to see Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre on the same side of the coin.
Oh yeah, you want to see the evil superpowers get together. You want to see the Dark Avengers, and maybe even we add Kevin Owens to this at some point. The Shield of Hatred, let's call them that. I thought that it was a really smart idea to have this juxtaposition between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, especially Drew McIntyre kind of throwing it back in Seth Rollins' face. Remember when you told me to stop obsessing over the bloodline and stop obsessing over Roman Reigns? Look at you now. Look, he basically hit him with that treatment, told him look, you're basically doing the same thing. It's not as easy as it looks to remove yourself from the hatred when you feel justified. We also had that segment where I wasn't sure, did it look like Drew McIntyre was running towards Seth Rollins to attack him? And then he was stopped by.
That's what I thought. Sami Zayn then came out from behind and attacked him, because what we were seeing was Seth Rollins. He was being interviewed, I think, by Jackie. She was asking him, about what had happened, and she barely got a word in. And all of a sudden, you see Drew speed walking towards them. I don't know what that meant, but then Sami attacks him and stops him from that. And of course, he's friends, Seth Rollins, with Sami Zayn. So now it's wait, so are they not friends? And why would Drew McIntyre go from confronting him and just having that moment to suddenly wanting to go and attack him? Although Seth Rollins did tell him, he said that he was going to get the job done, that he couldn't take out CM Punk. So maybe that did insult Drew McIntyre a little bit more than he let on in that initial confrontation.
It might be that. We are also in what I've been calling since Saturday night's main event, the Drew McIntyre, the Bloodline Bounty Hunter saga. So I'd be very curious where he sees Seth Rollins in the equation, because he mentioned, Seth Rollins did, that, hey, Jey Uso, that's my friend. Sami Zayn, that's my friend. Maybe it's one of those situations by simple, just positive association with the guys that Drew McIntyre wants to take out. This puts you in the line of fire, because it did look like Drew McIntyre was going after Seth Rollins. Then again, maybe that's what they were going for, trying to play on our expectations, because I feel like it's a more logical conclusion somewhere down the line in this road to WrestleMania for Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre to align with themselves with one another. And that would be fascinating.
I'm interested in that. That's something that I feel like we got a slight little maybe foreshadowing that may happen here today. So it's left me wanting to see it. So we'll see if they actually run with it. But we got Terrence Johnson here who says nothing is worse than Brock as champion. Look, I know Brock, when he was champion, we would rarely see him, but when we saw him, he would come out and he always felt like a big star. So people would get like re-hyped up again to see Brock Lesnar. But yeah, it did kind of suck when Brock was champion and was hardly ever on TV. Thank you, Terrence, for the super chat. All right. So let's go ahead and keep it going. I want to go ahead and get into the Intercontinental Championship match. Bron Breakker defeating Ludwig Kaiser. This one was interesting, Santi, because for the most part, we have seen Bron Breakker. Anytime he's in a match, he is always on fire, right? He's always, running the ropes at a freakish speed. He's doing his Frankensteiners. He's doing all of these things, right? He's usually got a good grasp of his opponents. However, today we saw a different version of that because we saw Ludwig Kaiser come in with a plan. He came in with a strategy and was attacking the shoulder of Bron Breakker. So this time Bron Breakker wasn't, fully dominant in this match. We actually saw him try to fight up to try to take down Ludwig Kaiser, which I think did a lot to Ludwig Kaiser. But at the end of the day, Bron Breakker hits that spear with the other side and ends up, retaining his title, which I thought was, clearly I don't want to see Bron Breakker drop the title yet. So I love the way that they told this story to keep the title on Bron while also making Ludwig Kaiser look smart and like a opponent. You would want to see him work with other people down the line, not just Bron Breakker, but others as well.
Yeah, this was a really unique showing for both of these guys. It showed a different side of Bron Breakker that we're not used to, while also it's serving like a bit of a coming out party for Ludwig Kaiser as well. Not that I think that Ludwig Kaiser needed to show us that he's good. I think we've seen that. I feel like if anything, this just showed us that he can be a heel that can be more than just a guy that sells really well and can have good wrestling matches. This was a guy that now didn't just bring a wrestling match to the ring. He brought, maybe for the first time, like ring psychology as a heel, working that shoulder and giving himself an advantage in a situation where he knew he was clearly at a disadvantage. So that kind of plays up to what you're saying, Ludwig Kaiser playing that smart heel, which I think is great. And hopefully this is more that we get from Ludwig Kaiser down the line, because this served for me as a nice little taste test. I want more Ludwig Kaiser. I don't know what that looks like. I do eventually want to see him as an Intercontinental Champion. It's just not the right time. It might be the right time if it weren't Bron Breakker's time, because I do not want to see Bron Breakker lose. But this really did serve to me to tell me that Ludwig Kaiser has got it. He can be more than just a henchman for Gunther. He can be a top heel in this company.
It's like we've gotten Ludwig Kaiser in a bunch of samples and we've liked it. We just haven't committed yet, because that's the thing. Like, you like him, but it's not going to be more so than Bron Breakker at the moment. And you still want to see Bron Breakker, really go through with all of this stuff. I feel like the thing that's finally going to get Ludwig Kaiser to break out as a bigger star, because so far we like him, right? We know we like him. We know we're curious about him, but we haven't necessarily become fully big time fledged fans of Ludwig Kaiser. I think the moment's going to happen once he actually feuds with Gunther, because that one's going to hit hard considering how loyal he has been to Gunther. So when he finally turns, like any turn, people are going to be like, oh shit, he finally did it. And I feel like that is going to be the feud that eventually gets Ludwig Kaiser on the map. But in the meantime, I feel like what they're doing right now, showing him be cocky, showing him be arrogant, and going out there and looking the way that he does, and then also wrestling the way he does and being smart about it. Yeah, that's going to be very intriguing. So I like what they're doing so far with Ludwig Kaiser.
Are you somebody that Costco samples work on them?
Oh my gosh, Santi, I was literally just tweeting about this the other day. So I went to Vallarta and I walked in, right? And I barely went like 2 steps into the supermarket. And there was a girl sampling tortilla chips and guacamole. I bought the exact bag that she was sampling of the tortilla chips. I bought the exact guacamole and flavor that she was sampling. Oh, are you kidding me? It works on me. If it's good, I will buy it.
That's awesome. I was just looking for a yes or no, but I didn't know there was a proper example.
No, literally like 2 days
example
ago.
of it working on you.
Auntie, I'm the person that if I'm shopping and I see, how there's mannequins everywhere for the clothes, you know how they put together like little outfits? If I go and I go, ooh, I like that outfit, I will go and pick out the exact items that I saw the mannequin wearing.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm the same way. And then I'll buy it, and I was like, man, and then I'll put it on myself. I'm like, man, why does that mannequin pull it off better than me? that's just the story of my life.
You never try it on at the store, Santi.
Facts.
Never.
So the reason I asked that is because I felt like this was a really good sampling of Ludwig Kaiser, but it was one of those where like, I like the sample, but this isn't what I came here to buy yet. I might come back for this later. And that's kind of how I feel about Ludwig Kaiser in this match when I say that I didn't feel like it's his right time. But dang it, at some point it's going to have to be.
Oh, for sure. It'll happen pretty soon for him. Maybe like in a bit. I think by the tail end of 2025 is probably when we're going to be having a heavier discussion regarding Ludwig Kaiser. We got Sleaze Boy here who says, if a wrestler is a champion and gets injured, the promotion should have them defend their title in a lockbox challenge as seen in TNA. Google it. Thank you so much, Sleaze Boy, for sending that in. But I do think if a champion gets injured, obviously you don't want to see them, defend their title or anything. They're going to have to either relinquish or vacate, relinquish or vacate. That's all you can do. Sleaze Boy, thank you so much for the super chat. All right, let's keep it going. We got the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. We got a triple threat between Kayden Carter, Raquel Rodriguez, and Zoey Stark. Santi, were you as surprised with the outcome of this match? Right.
Oh, hang on. Before the outcome, my what the hell was at how good Kayden Carter was. What the hell?
She came out of nowhere.
I know. So one of the cool things about this tournament is that we've seen, as the young kids say these days, we've got to see some people ball out that we don't typically get to see them ball out. We saw Kayden Carter with a phenomenal showcase there. We saw the same thing with Katana Chance a couple weeks ago. We even saw it with Elektra Lopez. This is kind of like why I like these tournaments. It's getting to showcase people that don't get to be showcased. I was very much surprised with the result, by the way. I was really expecting Raquel Rodriguez to either win or get screwed over. I was totally expecting a Rhea Ripley to come out at some point or another to cost Raquel Rodriguez. Zoey Stark, out of nowhere, winning what I thought was a really excellent match, by the way. The three had really good chemistry with one another, but my big takeaway from this is we need to let Kayden Carter cook. She was fantastic.
I agree. Now, here's the thing with Kathy and Kayden. I think that they are a fun team. They're very different from each other, but they complement each other very well. But they didn't get over on NXT. They didn't get over on the main roster together. And there's something that's always missing from them. I almost feel like, I hate to say this because there's not that very many female tag teams, but I hate to say this, like, make them go on their own and do their own thing, especially after what I saw today from Kayden. She was, I don't remember the last time we saw her wrestle a singles match. So for me, she almost felt brand new because usually her matches with Casey, they're all kind of the same. They go out there, they have some fun action, don't get me wrong, but the big moment is when Casey does her big spot at the end, her 450. Or her 630, whatever the hell she does. She adds flips every time. I feel like that was sort of been the MO that we've been seeing from them whenever they go out there. But this time when she did that corkscrew splash, like that was insane. I'm like, girl, how did you even do that? So I agree with you. I think Kayden, she was the one that we were talking about. And I also wasn't expecting Zoey Stark to win, but Zoey Stark is a really good wrestler. So I'm kind of okay with that. But this has completely thrown me for a loop now because our chart that we have here, it's going to be Dakota Kai versus Zoey. We still don't know who Lyra is going to face. I feel like I don't feel comfortable making a pick yet, but I do think Dakota will defeat Zoey Stark.
I would assume so. And now seeing what happened backstage with the attack of Kairi Sane, it makes a bit more sense and adds a bit more emotional stakes to the match between Dakota Kai and Zoey Stark. Now it's not just a match for the Intercontinental Championship and who moves on. Now it's a match that actually has a feud to it, which is actually kind of nice. We actually didn't really get that at all on the SmackDown side of thing. There wasn't a match there that was kind of a continuation or furthering of individual feuds, right? It was just this woman versus this woman. So this adds an interesting wrinkle to this tournament because it's an actual feud that's being furthered along and continued alongside the furthering of this tournament. From an in-ring perspective, I'm psyched to see Dakota Kai versus Zoey Stark. It's just that WWE hasn't done a great job of showcasing Zoey Stark, but if you remember, Zoey Stark is really good. She's really, really good. When actually given the opportunity to be a proper singles star, she can absolutely burn the house down. Just go back to the matches she was having with like Becky Lynch in their feud with Trish Stratus at the kind of like mid 2023. She can go. She just hasn't been given the opportunity to go. So I'm excited to see where this goes because it caught me out of left field. I was not expecting Zoey Stark to be the one to move on.
I'm also kind of glad that they didn't forget about her, right? Because when she came in and she was paired up with Trish Stratus and all of the stuff that she was there, she was killing it. I think the only reason she hasn't gotten over yet with the crowd is just that the promos, like when she was feuding with Rhea, that was like the one thing people would sort of, give her shit about, right? Like her promos not being perfect, but her matches were perfectly great. Like they were pretty exciting. Like when she got called up, I was not surprised to see her get called up whatsoever. So now this is one where I'm thinking, all right, we're going to see. I'm just going to step back and see what happens. This one doesn't feel as obvious as the United States Championship one did, at least because that one, like everybody was going for Chelsea and rooting for Chelsea. So you knew you wanted Chelsea to win. Whereas this one, I feel like depending on who you ask, everybody's sort of going to have a different answer as to who they want to see win the Intercontinental Championship. But Santi, I believe I went through everything already. I hope I didn't forget anything that we didn't touch on. Was there anything else that you wanted to add in regards to Kofi and Xavier? Because it was pretty much just like the behind the scenes stuff that we kind of really saw with them, like their back stuff. There was one more thing. Sorry, no, not the Miz. The teaser. That's right, the teaser that we got.
We got to talk about that.
Yeah, I almost forgot to mention that. So we got like right before we came back from a commercial break. We were going into like a Netflix promo. We got a very, very small teaser. And from the looks of it, guys, it looks to be, a mystery wrestler. And so far, I think everybody is, putting two and two together what they saw with the little zero. I think a lot of people are thinking like, hey, is this Penta?
Come on.
It's gotta be, right?
It absolutely has to be. The zero with the X, like the dash through it, that's Zero Miedo, baby. For those that don't know, zero. There's your Spanish lesson for the day, folks, from Santiago. It has to be Penta. I don't know, and I doubt that he's going to be coming alongside Rey Fenix. We know that whole saga that's going on. But if Penta's ready to go, I don't need to wait for Rey Fenix to join him alongside this journey into the WWE. I can wait for that whenever we can get to that point. Penta is unbelievably good. He is so unbelievably good in the ring. He has some of my favorite matches in wrestling history over the last 10 years. I cannot wait to see him come into the WWE. There are so many dream matches that I want to see him in. My question, Denise, does he come in as your traditional luchador good guy, or do we finally get a masked luchador heel?
Honestly, I'm good with whatever, because the exciting thing about this, Santi, is that there are a lot of people out there that have not seen Penta wrestle, especially a huge portion of the WWE audience that has not seen Penta wrestle. And I tell you, we know this, a lot of people here know this, but people are in for a freaking treat. Like there is a reason why the Lucha Brothers became what they became. They have just done some freaking tremendous work. Of course, I can't wait to see Rey Fenix and Penta together again, but just the fact that they are, not only are they so freaking good wrestlers, we know that, right? That's fine. We know that. But the fact that they are so marketable, Santi, they got pretty much gear for, like, they got merchandise for just about everything. Like they have their bases covered, like their management team and everything that they're doing. Like they're constantly putting their name and their faces on everything. So they're, making their nice little money when it comes to that. But WWE has so much to play with when it comes to Penta. And it's just going to be like, so cool to see, like, hopefully the mask be sold, to see all of that stuff, just seeing the kids and how it's going to be presented on the WWE side of things. That's something that I'm looking forward to. And then from the wrestling standpoint, just put him in there with freaking everybody. And I think he's going to add so much freaking life. We all know that, WWE's constantly been looking for so many years for their next Rey Mysterio. They're never going to have another Rey Mysterio because Rey Mysterio was Rey Mysterio, but damn, they are going to have something really, really special. And please do not fuck it up, WWE, with Penta, because I just can't have them fuck it up with Penta. But I feel like they can't. There are certain talents, like how do you fuck them up? I'm like, you can't fuck him up. You
sure?
just can't, Santi. Please, no.
If there is a company that can fuck up masked luchadors, you know it's WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to put that negative. I don't want to put that negative energy into the universe. But if there is one that can fuck it up, it's the one that he's going to. Look, because I've seen WWE fumble time and time again with marketable luchadors. They just come. It's like they can't. They keep trying to recreate Rey Mysterio. This is why I don't. Me personally, this is just like a personal choice. I want to see him come in as a heel. This would be something actually like new and intriguing. This dark mass luchador that doesn't just pander to the crowd, but still does all of the oohs and ahs unbelievably, like moves that just defy gravity. And one of the things that I've always hated from the WWE in general and high flyers is that they're like, you're a bad guy now, so you're not allowed to jump off the top rope, Neville. I'm looking at Neville specifically. I hope that if they do have the nerve to give us a heel Penta, I think that's the best Penta, that they don't nerf him from being able to do the cool thing simply because it generates pops.
Yeah, I hope not. I feel like if it was Vince would definitely be like, no, none of that, because he didn't really get like the high flying type of stuff. But with Triple H, I'm hoping that it's better because I think he maybe might have a better understanding of why Penta would be over, because you would want to see all of the flashy cool moves and things like that. Like, I feel like you got to run with it and do it. So I'm so excited. I cannot wait. By the way, if he, I mean, I don't know when he would debut, but if he did come out on Netflix, I mean, Los Angeles, how do you not do it there? Like, that would
huge,
be
right?
Insane. Yeah.
Huge
They have
right
a store here. Or I don't know if they still have it, but they had a store in Pasadena that I used to go to. I think they still have it. It's a really cool store in Pasadena. You go in there, they got all their freaking merch. They got some other wrestlers merch. They do shows there. Yeah. So I would definitely say, shit, if you're going to do it, it could freaking happen at the Netflix show. That would be huge. And what a way to, appeal to also different demographics that are going to, you're hopefully going to want to watch your product.
Look, I'm kind of trying to compare it to what we had with all the teases of the Motor City Machine Guns, right? I think it was like 3 weeks worth of teases, and then on the 4th week they actually showed up? It was something like that.
Very quick.
It was pretty quick. The teases just kept getting longer and longer, and I think that by the 4th week they were there in the WWE. I'm looking at the calendar. We had the first tease for potentially Penta, I'm assuming, here on the 16th, another episode of Raw on the 23rd, and then the 30th, and then the 4th one would be Raw Netflix. If we're following that Motor City Machine Gun schedule, I could see Penta on Raw Netflix. And like you said, that LA crowd, that's the perfect crowd for Penta.
Perfect. Like, absolutely freaking perfect. So we'll see if they end up doing it. But the final thing we got to get into for today's show for Raw, Miz and the Final Testament. I'm going to be honest with you, Santi. I was watching, but I wasn't even caring about what was being said and what was being registered. I was just watching because someone on my live chat, like, they had said, like, oh yeah, Paul Ellering looks more like a War Raider than anybody else because of the beard. And so all I was doing was looking at people's facial hairs and beards. And then I saw that Karrion Kross had his hair crimped as well. I'm like, oh, that's different. I haven't seen Karrion Kross with crimped hair. At least I think it was kind of crimped, or maybe he just had a bad hair day. I don't know.
Hair in this segment. There was more than just you. All Denise has noticed in this segment is Karrion's hair and Paul Ellering's beard. Is there anything else that you noticed that isn't facial hair or head hair?
Nothing. I get so bored of the Final Testament that I'd be distracting myself with some of the dumbest things. And facial hair and hair today was the thing I was distracting myself with.
I feel like we're on week 3 of Denise on the haterade bandwagon of the Karrion Kross and Final Testament. What could get you out of there? Is there anything that could get you out of there?
Make them exciting. I don't know. And literally anything that's not what they're doing right now. What they're doing right now is just too boring for me.
Do you think that by proxy, at least for you, because you clearly aren't digging the Final Testament, are they hurting the stock value of the Wyatt Six in your eyes?
Yes, to a certain extent, only because the Wyatt Six came in so hot and people were so excited about them. Like, remember that Raw where they did that whole beatdown of everybody and we saw all these wrestlers that were practically dead? We went from that to where we're at now. Santi, that's kind of a downfall. You know, that's the top of the roller coaster to the end of the ride.
I still call that the coolest debut that I've ever seen, by the way. I still think
very
it's
cool. Yeah.
the coolest debut that I've ever seen. But you're right, it is a significant step down. But I felt like the Wyatt Six was in that course before they even got to Karrion Kross.
Just because they weren't really like appearing on the show, huh?
They
the
missed
same vignettes over and over. Or like the
How do
promos.
they not-
Although
yeah,
there
how
were
do
some good ones though.
Yeah, but how do they not feature them in October, the spooky month, like the month where like it actually like they should have had the Wyatt Six? Dude, they had a Halloween Havoc show. Imagine how cool it would have been to have the Wyatt Six make an appearance at NXT Halloween Havoc. They just like did not use the Wyatt Six at all, and the giant wait between feuds really hurt the Wyatt Six for me. And then jumping into this feud with the Final Testament isn't really doing it for me. Funny enough, I feel like the most interesting thing in this whole feud is The Miz, because The Miz just sort of feels like he's just sort of there for the ride. He's like, can I leave? He's like you. He's like, I'm done here. Can I just like not be part of this anymore? He's channeling your inner Denise into a WWE
I don't want to be the Miz, Santi.
You are. He doesn't
I
want
do not want to be the Miz.
He
No.
wants nothing to do with the Final Testament, and neither do you. You are The Miz.
No, this is bad. This is bad. But the Miz is coming across as this whole thing is just it's either cringe or boring. Like it hasn't been either or. Like depending on the segment, I'm either incredibly bored or I'm going, ugh, what am I watching? I haven't had any other reaction besides those two.
See, like I felt that way too when it was Karrion Kross and the New Day. And eventually, after a long time, funnily enough, after Karrion Kross left, then the New Day stuff got interesting. So maybe the problem is just Karrion Kross and the Final Testament. Maybe they're the ones that are making things uninteresting. And once they get out of the picture, you're like, oh, this thing was good all along. Now I can actually enjoy it.
Well, to be fair, the Karrion Kross stuff with the New Day had nothing to do with Karrion Kross. It was all about Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. And once they realized that, and they realized they didn't really need him, then that's when things got really great. It wouldn't have made sense to keep Karrion Kross there any longer. It would have taken away from the story. So I'm not gonna shit on Karrion Kross on that aspect of it.
But I'm gonna shit on him for everything else.
But for everything else, yeah, it's not really working out. Okay, it's not really working for me. Everything else has kind of been it's just there, Santi. I'm sorry, I cannot get behind it until they rock my boat. It ain't gonna happen. All right, like the motor ain't running for this. Okay, it's not even starting. The car's dead. The battery's dead. This ain't working at all for me.
I have a month left of patience. If by a month I'm not on board, then I'm out.
For it's like anybody, or are you talking right now specifically for Final Testament?
Sorry, say that one more time. You cut over me.
Are you talking like for anything in general, or are you talking specifically for Final Testament?
I think specifically for Final Testament, like very much specifically for Final Testament. And
wait, I thought you were a fan.
I am a cautious bystander, because it's like sometimes what they do is interesting, like the stuff with the New Day that ended up becoming really good. Maybe the stuff with this and the Wyatt Six could become really good, but right now I'm not seeing it. But I'm willing to give it a little bit more time to breathe. Unlike you, you're just like, I'm done. Fuck it, I'm out of here.
You're a bystander. I'm a protester. I'm outside with a freaking sign protesting the fuck out of this. I'm like, boo, get out of my TV. Santi, we got beef now because look at this. Joe Compton here says Denise, aka the Diz.
I love that. I love that. This needs to be your name from now on. The Diz. I came to play. There's a chance to play. Come and get the gun on your knees. I came. That's you. The Diz.
So my life has come down to I'm now the Diz. Sounds terrible. Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my God. Alrighty, everyone. Well, there you guys have it. That was WWE Raw here today, December 16th. Santi, as always, I want to thank you so much for joining me here today. And thank you to everybody that watched the post show. We appreciate you guys. Santi, where can the people find you?
You can find me at anything related to Santi's app, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, on Twitter. Just Google it. Things will pop up for you, and you can pick whatever platform that you like.
Perfect. Alrighty, everyone. As for me, go to youtube.com/Denise Salcedo @_Denise Salcedo across all social media. And do not forget to check us back here once again next week for another WWE Raw post show. Bye, everyone.